So it is safe to call Nigeria one day, one drama, or perhaps the political scene for Nigeria one day, one drama, because almost every day, new drama they evolve, new drama they come up for inside Nigeria. Good evening and welcome to Updates with Precious. Another beautiful evening for us to discuss waiting concern us for inside Nigeria as they get to do with politics and governance and things where they affect us for inside the country. My name is Precious Enyi. It always sweet my belly to bring on this matter them. So without much ado, make I begin telling us some things will happen today. I sure say no be shocked or surprised to hear say Oga Peter Mba and the members don't finally, cabinet members, all of them don't finally decamp from PDP to APC, right? Mm-hmm. But did you see that of Seriake? Sorry, I didn't say Seriake. Did you see that of Duoye Diri coming? That's another question. So Duoye Diri and all the team members too don't move from PDP to APC, but Seriake Dickson is not having it because Seriake made sure to ask them, what's in the pursue you? The evil runners where no more pursue it. I've been a hard by holy book is talk at that. Well, we're gonna look into that conversation. Make a tell us some kind topics and we'll be say we could look at today or some stories them where they make headlines today, and I'll let you in on who my guest be very quickly. Governor Okpebholo orders threatens commissioners to wear Tinubu's Asiwaju mandates cap. And if you know where and what's going to happen to you, by the way, this particular mandate or order don't spark a lot of outrage and controversy. I'll go look at them. We are utterly disappointed by Governor Mba's defection to APC. PDP 90 cry out. Senator Ben Murray Bruce dumps PDP to APC as ruling party captures Bayelsa State. It shock you? Wicked, trust my former governor to talk. He said, ooh, those who accused me of destabilizing PDP working for Tinubu now in APC. You see how life goes around? What goes around comes around. Perhaps that's what he's trying to say, but we'll look into that conversation. Full list has PDP down to 8 governors as defections hit Enugu Bayelsa State. And then, of course, APC don't get upper hand wella for both House of Representatives and the Senate. Expedite actions, confirmation as INEC boss. Expedite Amokwito's confirmation as INEC boss. NAN's Northern Group urge National Assembly. You don't silence or you can't silence labor in democracy. No pen. Now they tell National Assembly this one. Nigeria's inflation rate drops to 18.02% for this September, 6th consecutive time. Now, looting, stop retired civil servants from contesting elections. Sam begs federal government. Is that possible? Pay our standing 3 months wage award. Promotion arrears, workers tell Tinubu. Rights group kicks as Nigeria police withdraws rape charge against Indian national. Why? Will not negotiate with bandits, Governor Rada denies reports. Write your name in gold, grant Nnamdi Kanu state pardon. APC chieftain begs Tinubu. At the come on, more drama loading. US lawmakers claims of genocide against Nigerian Christians false. The US lawmakers' claims of genocide against Nigerian Christians false, aimed at dividing our country, Nigeria. The federal government, now they talk that one. Flashback, how Taiwo Oyedele warned in 2019 that VAT increase would lead to high inflation, make Nigerians poorer. But right now, they propose the opposite. If they propose, say, VAT reform under Tinubu will reduce, not increase inflation. How? What is change your stance between 2019 and 2025? Well, we'll go talk about them. Rena Mockery is a pathological, habitual, calculating, self-serving liar. American who got scammed by Reno calls him out. Why? Wait till they bring this drama. Well, just when you're thinking all drama don't finish, hey, Akpabio's sister-in-law can't carry trouble, come on. As the sister-in-law reacts, launches attacks on Akpabio. Guess the things in which she talk. Opens a can of worm. I don't know if that's true or not. She says that she launches public attack, alleges past killings in Akwa Ibom State. In fact, key points we say she talks, say some of the killings will be not happen to Akwa Ibom State, say Akpabio behind the inside. She threatens that she go challenge them for 2027 election. The attack highlights a complete disintegration of the once powerful Akpabio family. What is bringing this wahala? I do not know, but we're here to have this conversation. Joining me inside the studio, now Barrister Haya King. He's a human rights lawyer and man with BC Sabi well. He said, make you join me this evening to talk some of this matter them and more. Barrister King, thank you so much for joining us. I contacted you in a very short notice and you give me time. I appreciate you big time, sir. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure once more to be.
Oh dear, I don't want to believe I'm going to have network issues today. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
I think it's network issue from that side. I
It's
don't know. Network issue
I
from
think
there.
it's from your side. Though, I don't know, but I do know that we need very good network to have this conversation. I don't know whose side it is from.
I have
I doubt
network. I
it's
don't know
mine.
what is happening.
My village people, they no one make who they great. We go beat them to Ramo. All right, sir. So I like us to start the conversation very, very quickly. I mean, the campaign. Would you like to rather react to Okpebholo, your brother's statement on the Infinity Cap? Let's start with that conversation, and then we, migrate to other issues, because I mean, it gets to do with defection, because people don't defect to the party and waiting make and they talk, waiting in the talk. Now, the governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebholo, gave a marching order to his cabinet members and warning them that maybe that yesterday be the last time when any of them go come meeting, make it be said they know where Asiwaju cap. As long as you're not wearing a suit, an English attire, as long as you're wearing an African attire, Senate or whatever it is, you must wear the Asiwaju cap. I'll play the video shortly, but I'm sure you already, you've seen the videos, I'm sure you have you?
Yeah.
All right, sir. I'd like you to react to it, sir.
Well, one of the things where they happen for one of the unfortunate things where they happen for Nigeria. Now where they don't they do now. I don't know whether my pidgin English they okay.
You go try. Even if you not done, well, I go cook and well by myself. I'm a good cook, don't worry.
I know I will try. I'm a Port Harcourt boy. Why not?
Thank you, sir.
Maybe our own Port Harcourt pidgin English, they different from Warri.
No, now Port Harcourt to me self they speak now. Me, I not be worry person, so go ahead, sir.
Well, the thing they're very, very shameful. If they support somebody, nothing wrong in supporting somebody. Me, if they support somebody, and when they support the person, be something where you can take and like say a problem, begin to harass commissioners. The last time where I see that in for during all the lead time, when all the league get cap and get that all the league cap,
yes,
and dress.
Yes, that white cap with that this thing.
Well, yeah, I think they call it resource control cap or something. For me, nothing wrong go if I want to wear clothes where my my leader they wear or my pastor they wear. Like me, I did Foundation Faith Church. My bishop, my archbishop, they like to wear abada. Some of us they wear them, and some of us know they wear, but they don't make them compulsory. Nobody make them compulsory. Making it compulsory, not gonna make anybody win an election. Not gonna make anybody pass the way in day before. So for me, it don't make any sense. I think intimidation I go call them. It don't make sense. Now intimidation.
Well, some people they think saying a psychophancy, taking a bit too far.
Now they talk now psychophancy and intimidation. Make them notice. Make them notice.
So now notice
for
me.
For we are Asiwaju Capo, we are Asiwaju Capo. I don't think they make any difference for anybody. So for me, I don't think it's necessary. It's not maybe something we're supposed to convey for news. Maybe something we're supposed to discuss.
Now for live television, he do him now. He was on live coverage, so now what's make him make news because in the event. But what does it speak? What does it speak to the growth of our democracy as a lawyer?
Well, the thing we say, the truth is that the democracy has been destroyed by the politicians. That the truth be that. Between 1999 and 2025, today the 15th of October 2025, the politicians don't destroy Nigeria past the 40 years, I think 39 years where military rule.
Wow.
Military rule for 39 years, 39 years.
Yes.
Okay, remove 6 years, remove another 4 years or 10 years. The military rule for like 20 years stretch where they no even break them. And the way where they keep Nigeria, these politicians, they don't destroy Nigeria in the past 25 years. Me and you will agree, say everything don't spoil. The things where we've been the gain before, no day again. Everything, Nigeria don't spoil more. And make I tell her now, it go spoil more next year. Whether Tinubu enter 2027 or another person again enter 2027, Nigeria go spoil more. Our dollar going, our naira go depreciate more. Hunger go increase, everything go increase. Why I say so? Because they don't do anything to make sure say they do something. You don't get anything where me I see where these politicians then they do. They don't do anything. I never see them they do anything where you go say hope they. I don't see any hope anywhere. The country they destroy, they go more and more. I don't see any hope anywhere.
Sir, how you go say you don't see hope anywhere? Are you aware that our GDP is growing? One, are you also aware that we met our 2025 targets in August? Two, are you also aware that today now, inflation started, National Bureau of Statistics released the September inflation. Inflation rates come down for the 6th consecutive time. Meaning say country done the better. Right now, do you know that inflation is just 18 point something percent as against almost 34% who will start from that time?
Sir, statistics. Leave this we both talk. Leave this we both talk. Practically, waiting don't happen. Practically. Give me Nigeria the way it did 2023. Give me Nigeria where Buhari lived for us, 2022. Give me Nigeria before May 29, 2023. Give me Nigeria of last year. Give me Nigeria of 6 months ago. Now, me at the talk. Forget about this thing where they talk for paper. Not be the same thing where IMF, because they give us, International Monetary Fund and World Bank. Not be the same where they give us, make we do this one, make we do this one. Everything where they advise us to do, now bad things, now where they advise us to do. Every policy where IMF give us, International Monetary Fund and World Bank they give us, now programs and advice where they spoil our economy. Which of those advice don't better our economy? Forget about this way they have a book. What did the poor man want see? Poor man wants to say a cup of garri don't come down, cup of fries don't come down. Say electricity day, light day. You go fit pay for them. No electricity way no go fit pay. Who fit pay for electricity for Nigeria now? To pay for electricity for Nigeria is a very big challenge. Some people, their so-called minimum wage no fit pay for electricity. And electricity no even day. Day. In a month, they will give you, in one day, they give you 5 hours, 4 hours, just like that. In 1 month, after the end of the month, they bring bill way past people's salary. How can utility bill pass house rent? Ask people. Utility bill, like electricity, pass some people house rent, 1-room house rent. It pass 3-bedroom house rent. Where this will they give us make we pay?
That is 1 month. Everything? That is 1 month electricity bill. They expensive pass some people 1 year house rent. Is that what you're saying? Or 1 month house rent?
Yes.
Oh wow.
One month house rent, even 1 year. Yes. You don't know.
Wow.
Yes. You get people where you get some business centers where they give electricity bill 20 million, 30 million. You don't know. 5 million.
I know of a hotel where they increase from 12 million to 35 million in 1 year.
100 million day. 100 million. So
how much they want you to make profits inside?
They ask me the question now, and you say things they improve. What did they improve? Now lie with that. Big lies. Nothing they improve. Make I see her, make I go market. I say, a rubber of garena na 2,000 naira, na 1,000. Now people going to talk a bag of rice now na 20,000. Now people going to talk about Indomie. Where will they go buy? Before Indomie now something where if hungry catch you, you go buy them to take a whole belly. But before you go buy food chop, you don't fit buy Indomie. Before you go buy Indomie, where 3 of your children go chop, they spend like 8,000 just to chop for 1 meal. 1 meal. 1 packet of Indomie now 500, 400, 1,000, 1,000, depending on the one you want to buy. Is that the country you're talking about? Things they improve. What did they improve? Water they pipe bomb water they. The thing where government they do every day and to find how they go increase tax. They don't increase tax, so what do you remain now to catch air? This air where they breathe now. Make them catch them. Make we come buy them. The only people where they catch and give now people where they sick. Me where no they sick now because I breathe them freely. No wahala. But the people where they sick, the government go see catch them, give them. You know how much they buy oxygen now? Oxygen reach 25,000, 30,000 naira now. Yes, oxygen to buy them. So how if government see the way they go take catch them for every Nigeria, because Nigeria is a big market, almost 200 million people, they buy oxygen every day to take breathe, 20,000. They will make billions. They will do it. The government will do it. But they don't feel do that one because that one, if you do them, I go enter my house, go lock my door, stay inside the breathe. I know agree come outside again. If you don't see me inside the breathe.
All right.
I don't hide inside my house, the breathe. So the thing they very, very sad. The people where you know pay minimum wage, bag of rice pass their minimum wage where you know pay. Bag of rice cost past person salary now. And you they tell me say it improve. Where they get those statistics? Lie statistics. Now for people who go through that thing, they enter their ear. Poor man know they hear that thing. Poor man one hear say true. I go buy something. I go see them for eye. Now plantain, bole where would they before you hungry they catch you? Your wife they cook food. You say, madam, children go buy me bole, man chop. Make me wait madam cook finish. If you try and to go buy bole, they then buy for your 2-3 children. You don't spend money where you take cook pot of soup.
Hell.
Bole. A fish head na 5,000 naira now. Fish.
Wait. The normal River State bole and fish would they chop? So that fish head, you know, say that the fish head.
I tell you how much you take chop bole.
So to chop the head now na 5,000 naira.
The cheapest bole where you go chop, now 1,000 for one. So if the person they chop one, where they watch your height and weight, and me they watch age. People they watch their height and their age and their height and their size. Me they watch age. Now if people where they watch
so
something,
like person like me now, they watch my height, make I not too tall.
No, me they watch age. Like age, okay. Me they watch.
Okay.
Me they watch. So now you go buy one belle 1,000. The least fish where you buy na 2,000, which is 3,000. Then again you go buy. That's all. The cheapest. If you want to chop, say you want to chop, but if you don't want to chop fish, you go buy only one belle 1,000 naira.
But now I don't go
so
buy.
They ask, make I just talk now. So instead you go buy bole 2,000. Come buy one fish 2,000. Maybe tail of the fish, small one. Oh. If you want to chop big fish, you go spend like 5,000 for the head. We go to like big fish head. Now you go spend 4,000. 4,000 don't reach you to buy a plate of normal food to chop. So why you go chop bole? Bole where we they produce here, plantain where we they produce for our backyard here. So what thing you talk about? What thing don't improve? That mean be the world champion. That mean be the defending champion. They never collect that. They never collect the crown from my hand. The defending champion say Nigeria have not progressed in the past 65 years.
Oh, now you may defend the motion say Nigeria never progressed for the past 5 years.
Yeah, I mean they defend them always. For the past 10, 15 years. You get one radio program we would always do every 1st October. Now me the winner.
And truly, for the past 15 years, Nigeria never developed, never progressed.
Never go anywhere, nothing don't happen. Let me hold the title until
nobody don't collect them for your hand.
If they don't collect them, now I want to collect them. I may be defending champion for the 15 years running. I mean they hold them every year. This year, I mean hold them. Tell me the area I go tell you. Now the road where we they do before, as they do 100-kilometer road, they go. Before they go finish them, 20 kilometers where they take start on the spoil. They can't go back, go begin patch. You know they say for road. Now the country where they talk about. 20 and they do 100 kilometers.
Highway, the part where they already do that. Go back, don't they wash out some side, the corner side.
Oh, no, be me talk about. Now the reality be that.
Them say,
like way before electricity. Companies don't fold. Come up for Port Harcourt. If you go Transamadi, empty companies that you go see, they sell them. I get the ones where they don't come consult to make we sell. Who they buy? Companies folded where we get for Transamadi, all folded. And at the same thing with Lagos, Ibadan, or where we had companies those days, or Ogun State where we had several companies those days, folded and packed out of Nigeria. That is the time you say, make I get hope. For the pipeline, they never even select the ground where they go dig the pipeline. Not to talk about say they don't put the pipe, say something there for pipeline. Pipeline, they never even acquire the land where they go dig up.
So that means this one not they say, that means this one not they say the thing is in the pipeline. Nothing there for that is the pipeline.
No, they never even conceive the idea of the pipeline. So where you want to start? Which area you go talk now? Say you don't do okay. Then deceive us. In 2012, Jonathan deceived us. He tell us say make you say go remove a subsidy for diesel. If you remember, diesel was less than petrol. 2011,
yes, it was. Yes, it was.
They take and test the removal of subsidy. They can't remove the subsidy for kerosene and for diesel. They say the thing go crash land, the belly go fall for ground, it go cheap. Now diesel come overtake everything. Now people now come pack their diesel gen.
Begin use
come pack their diesel gen. When petrol come up again, people now when they come, Tinubu can do this announcement now. Petrol now come rush, come overtake diesel again. People come go back to the diesel gen where they pack before. Me, I been pack my diesel gen before. As in talk that in that time. In fact, you no go even see diesel buy. Kerosene, you no go see am buy for filling station. No let go fire. Only go fire now you go see kerosene buy for Nigeria. Quote me. Kerosene and diesel.
I've heard that report. There was a time I get that report for national TV when the fire guys in the talk saying that them
no, but there's nowhere it's not there.
To filling stations. And I'm wondering, sir, if they can refine kerosene where they go distribute to filling station, why governments not give them licenses? Say, oh yeah, make on just deregulated, regulate them, make them feed do the one way they go. Why they had if they can refine petroleum products to diesel. To kerosene, where they sell to filling stations and filling stations they dispense. Why don't you just license them as modular refineries? What's difficult about that?
Exactly. The law there will say they should license. They call them not modular refinery. They call them modular refinery and one other name. You get one other name. If I remember what they call them, they give them those licenses. Make them do that. But government bureaucracy no go agree. Some politicians no go want them to be done. So now make idea against removal of petroleum subsidy. You know that they remove subsidy. It didn't jump from 300 and over in the buy when Buhari did. To 1,000 plus. Now they come to 800. Then deceive us again. Say, oh, Dangote refinery is coming. He will sell for 160. He will sell for Dangote come and say, "I lie you." Immediately Dangote refinery came, petrol go to 1,000 something. If you recall, the very week where Dangote opened his refinery until the fuel go up immediately. Bam! To 1,000 something. Now they stable for around 890, 900, 1,000. That one a reduction be that. Then say, oh, market forces go fall am. Why yo? How you go take fall? Nigeria know they refine their crude oil. Make I tell you what things supposed to happen. For us to have crude oil, petroleum, both diesel, PMS, and kerosene for local consumption. What the law says would say, if Nigeria produce 1,000 barrels a day, out of that 1,000 barrels, there is a percentage where they supposed to come out. I don't forget whether not 20 or 30%. They go carry that 20, 30% of the, if they produce 1,000 barrels of crude oil, they will take 300,000. Go put for our local refinery. Our local refinery will refine them. Now the concept of subsidy. The refinery go now refine them for Nigeria. The refinery where supposed they Port Harcourt. Where we supposed they two ways supposed they Port Harcourt, Warri and Kaduna. Now, make I talk something about that one. Those refineries, we get them when Nigeria be 50 million people, 1980. By concept, we were about 50 million 1980 by statistics and by census figure. Now, that means one refinery to 12.5 people. So, 4 refineries, we have 2 in Port Harcourt, 1 in Warri. So, 12.5 for one refinery. But today, they went to 45 years later, 45 years today. We don't have anyone. And we are about 200 million persons. So how you go improve? How you go work? How will things work well? 12 million, 12.5 dependent on one refinery in 1980. Today we are 200 plus. We not get anyone. How will petroleum products come down? Nigeria will buy petrol 2,000 or more. In Europe,
how we go buy 2,000 or more? But Dangote dey now. Dangote dey refine more than the capa, more than our consumption now.
I am not. We go buy them. Listen to me. Even the price where we they buy now. Oh my life again.
They don't take your life. No worry. If you use audio, go dey hear your voice. You see, that is what we're telling us about now. I hope you know the band A. Hope so you need to pay band A money.
Now there we do.
You did band A, take your lights. But they don't mind you. You be lawyer now.
They don't care. Now, if to say
somebody call attention to what you mentioned before. Were you talking about artisanal refineries?
Yes. Artisanal refineries.
Yes.
Now, if to say Nigeria they work the way it's supposed to work, waiting the actual subsidy. So subsidy na illegal something. Subsidy no dey for law. Waiting there for law. And this is why they tell you now. When Nigeria get crude oil every day, 1,000. Remember, we dey sell our crude oil in advance, so we dey sell them upfront. The crude oil where we go use from now to where we go produce from now to December, they don't sell them all. We dey sell crude oil upfront. Now make I ask them, say, you dey tell Dangote say you go give them crude oil. From where you go get crude oil? Even before that issue started. Let me first raise them. I say, where will Nigeria get crude oil to give Dangote? Because from January to December, they don't sell their crude oil upfront. So where you go get crude oil give Dangote? Dangote will go and buy from international market. And when they buy them for there, you go want to make it sell crude oil for petroleum for 160 naira. It's not go possible. It's not possible for him to sell because he go use dollar go buy them. So, but if to say Nigeria, they work well, the way it's supposed to be, say, when you produce 1,000, you collect 300, go put for our local refinery, then refine them. Because they refine them in our own refinery, the price no go be like the one where they refine for Kuwait or where they refine for Qatar. Where would they go refine? You go come there cheap. Now be that subsidy where you dey hear. When we say government supposed to give anybody money to go and import fuel, that this is the actual way which is supposed to work. As we say our refinery they work, we take that one, go refine. From there, the petrol we go get, the kerosene we go get, the aviation we go get, the diesel we go get, all the byproducts we go get them. And when we get them, we can sell to companies, sell to all these manufacturing companies, anything where they want to come collect, they go sell them. But when these politicians came, they now say sell everything. Instead of removing that one where they go remove to refine locally, they no agree remove them again. They go now sell everything. As they now sell everything now, businessmen come meet the president and the governor. Come say, Oga, how we go take say food no in Nigeria? It's okay, but go. They go now give you license, go and import. As you go import and come, you go come tell Mr. President, see this petrol why I import it's less than 100 naira. I know it's more than 100 naira for liter. I know the physical 100 naira. My cost price now 120. The president will come say, we will go and sell 100 naira. They will not give you 120. Now be the subsidy where you dey hear. That's what subsidy take come. Subsidy. Now him be there. That's what the thing take supposed to work. Because they don't refine the one where they go refine locally. Assuming even before refineries they work, Nigeria go collect the crude oil, our own quota, put for that place, refine them. It go now be cheap. When they refine them for that place, they go now sell them for us at a cheaper price. Not minding the international community price. Because as I'm talking to you now, for US and for Europe, a liter of petrol, PMS, where they say the drive motor, benzene, they call them benzene, is about 150 euro. 150, 60, 165, 150, depending on the one, because then they even get varieties for different cars. And if you calculate 150 euro for naira, it's close to 3,000. That is what we're supposed to be buying. They are still subsidizing. What did I tell you? They say government still they subsidize the one where they buy for.
In all of this thing, where would they go through now? Government still they subsidize fuel now. We see they talk.
Oh yeah, they are subsidized. If they not subsidize,
you say the government is paying Dangote for some sort of subsidy.
Of course, now not just Dangote, even people important. Of course, if you not pay, because let me tell you, the international market determines the price. They buy this thing with dollar. They go and refine it outside with dollar. So there is no way you can bring it and sell less. Are you in business to loss? Government is still subsidizing. Quote me. If they say now make I probe them, we go find out. If they not subsidize, you go not by now you're supposed to buy 2,000 plus.
Oh wow.
Until the right thing is done. Until they do the right thing, you know go work.
All right.
Repair our refinery, build new refinery. How come one man build new refinery?
They do not talk. Say those refineries they out of repair already now. Say you know feed the
they build a new one. Individual field build refinery. Government no field build. Don't be shame. Don't be shame. Don't be shame. We not even feel maintain the one where we get. Even states no field build. States like River State, state like Bayelsa, Delta, even the three states, the three Niger producing states can come together, build one big one. But bureaucracy no go agree. Politicians no go agree. That is the problem we have.
Thank you.
Sometimes I begin to think say, these politicians, their mind not to punish us, not even to make our life better. So I asked one of them the other day, I say, is it possible, say, a politician, I think want to win president, he want to become president, or he want to become governor, say, I will punish the people of this state. I will punish them. If I become governor, I will punish them. If I become president, I asked the guy, he say, some are like that. He said that some of them are, is it narcissists, you call them?
Narcissists.
Narcissists. He said, some of them are like that. You are going into public office. Your
with intention to punish your people.
Yeah.
But that's not even possible.
But is it true? Is it possible?
I don't know if that's possible. But now when they talk about the possibility, when they talk about the possibility, make we quickly go listen to waiting your brother for Edo State talk, and then I'll go back. Make we talk about the defection issues, because you know, say they say lizard where one person see a python they become. As I talk and they say Okpebolo talk something, they fit think say na me talk and say na him talk am. So make them hear him for a mouth as he take talk and for him ESCO yesterday, live on television.
Waiting for this to happen. First of all, before we begin, this could have not happened if we do not have a responsible president. We have done so many elections here. The major problem we had was the president is not with us. Am I lying? Am I lying? What do you say to Asiwaju? So let me tell you first, before we begin. You see this cap? I will not forgive any commissioner that is not wearing it. In ESCO, if you are not wearing suit, and you are wearing traditional dress, and you are coming to the ESCO without this Asiwaju cap, you are going back. Today makes another important steps into our journey to rebuild and reposition.
All right, so make I just say cut on there. Now you don't see as he use one in cabinet members and say if they know where that Asiwaju cap, he go stop them. And this not be the first, second, third, or fourth time where he praise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for just giving funds to the governors to work. The way they use the tank, the way most of them don't thank the president, and the excuse when most of them get will make the defect, saying they do well because they give them money. It can't be like say now personal money they use give the governors them, and then it can't be like say the money where they give them now something where they out of this world, right? If that is the truth, then waiting the governors that they use the money to. If that is not the truth, if it be say the money they give them now waiting it be say perhaps inflation don't already carry up, because if you look at waiting the allocation for this year now, for instance, for most governors for this month, compare them with the allocation for governors 10 years ago. The one for 10 years ago feel lesser, but waiting be the value of that money 10 years ago and the value for this year. You understand? If you find that say the value of that 10 years ago on will be say they lesser, actually they more, the value actually they more and could do more than what this one can do. But the way the governors are thanking him, first of all, let me take your reaction to this, and then we go to the decampings. Then I guess you good some new news, or say they say Okpebholo, your brother, the sister-in-law don't expose a lot of things. I don't know why she did talk that kind of thing. That family problem. Plus, including say as I talk to you right now, Peter Obi don't slam suit on top the Jade Angel 1.5 billion naira. Say he go pay 1 billion in damages for defamation. Gist plenty for grand, not vex. Look what they take one by one, sir.
Well, this kind of thing where you just see now is just sycophancy or psychophancy, whichever way we pronounce them. Sycophancy, attention seekers. Make I even tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu, make you know things everybody where they come, they join the PC like you. All the people they come, and they tell him the truth. If he doesn't want to, hear, make him hear him. Yes, he's a grandfather, he's an experience. Everybody where they come, they join the pitch, no love you. Oh. But I just tell you, they don't love you at all. They don't love you. They are just coming to protect their head, thinking, say, make you don't hunt them. Now the truth be that now, they are coming for safe landing. They go disappoint you 2027. Many of them, if not more than 75% of them will disappoint Ahmed Tinubu 2027. They are just going there to cover their head. They're not going there because they love Ahmed Tinubu. It be like, if you remember 1997 2 million man march in Abuja, where they say, Abacha must go, Abacha, you're not the only man who qualify for the press. I've been watching that video recently, and that's why they laugh. All the people where they talk all those things, they are no longer relevant in Nigeria politics today. They did there just they sing in praise, just to massage Abacha's ego. That's what they do now, to massage Tinubu's ego. What they be to wear cap? Wear cap.
Okay.
I love Tinubu. I don't love Tinubu. My heart. Many of them they are not like Tinubu. Making no mistake. Things they didn't like him. Then they can't join APC to just to be in the government, in the president's good book. When the time comes, when the chiefs are down, we saw some of them did it in 2023. They were here, they voted differently. They go do it. They even do it to Jonathan too in 2015, if you recall. Jonathan, even some of the cabinet members betrayed him, lost their constituency, lost their own unit. They didn't even, they made sure Jonathan lost. I am seeing such playing out again in 2027. Tinubu make you know, they don't like you. Lie. They don't like you, lie. They are just there to, what they become? It's not, for me, it don't make sense. I know, show say I love Tinubu. It's just to do something extra. As we discuss them now, Tinubu go hear them too. So I think that is part of the game. Oh, this man is supporting me. They are oha ase. How Yoruba, how they call themselves? I don't know.
Iro. Yoruba na Iro.
Hausa na waiting. Hausa na waiting.
I don't know. Maybe like saying a name. Kai. I don't know. I know Sabi. I don't know Hausa.
All those people are damn buru bad and be. They are lie people. Why you do people? They go laugh for face, for back, they stab you. Now Bitrus and Bio, Bitrus with Julius Caesar. He say, out a brute, I stab him the last one. Lie, they go stab Tinubu, you go see him, they go stab him.
Okay, so now talking about the decamping, so you're surprised to hear about, you're surprised to hear Seriake Dickson decamping and Peter Obi, because a lot of people don't talk, say they disappointed. The PDP say they disappointed. Seriake, no. Duoye Diri, sorry, because they come to waiting Seriake Dickson talk about them. Duoye Diri and Peter Obi, then Bruce too, don't follow them, and almost all the cabinets for the both sides don't follow them. And of course, this time around, no excuse where they say they give where they cogent. Because in fact, according to Seriake Dickson, he say in discuss with the governor extensively before the decamping, say in they find the reason where they make the governor decamp. Say no reason where make a decamp. Make I play waiting in talk so that you go fit inform your decision for waiting.
Everyone is rushing to the ruling party. You don't even know what is pursuing them or what they are pursuing. You don't really know what they are pursuing or what is pursuing them. But whatever it is, belittles our democracy and endangers our multi-party democracy. I believe in a multi-party Nigeria. A democracy without opposition ceases to be democracy. It becomes dictatorship from that day. It becomes totalitarianism from that day. Position does not mean you have to be fighting. You have to be, here am I, supporting the president's nomination. By the Constitution, it is the responsibility of the president to forward the name of INEC chairman to us. And he has done that. Governor consulted me several times to his credit. And I was not convinced because I didn't see any compelling reason for a second-term governor to defect. No reason. And we know the issues in the PDP, but issues are there to be solved by the governors and the leaders. Have they not been the leaders of the parties? I am still standing in the PDP that gave my Bayelsa people, my Job people, and the Niger Delta people an opportunity to run election to emerge as vice president of this country, acting president of Nigeria, and president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, PDP. I am where I have been. I am where I am. I don't believe that Nigeria should be a one-party state. And as a soldier of democracy, I'm used to the ups and downs of democratic practices and democratic life, and political life especially. And I'm still as constant as the northern star. Steadfast in the People's Democratic Party and working with my colleagues and friends to ensure that problems in the party are solved, and I hope that the governors and the leadership working committee who created this mess in our party, all of them, and who instead of showing leadership have created this mess and ensured that it has persisted for this long. And they are the ones now bailing out after creating the problem that they could not solve or refuse to solve. It's very sad. Very, very sad. It's making Nigeria look small and making our country's democracy look ridiculous. I was telling a body of civil society organization that invited me to give a talk. I said, you don't need to look far to know how the Nigerian political class is committing class suicide. Look at Ghana. You see how people lost election. President Mahama now lost elections. Stayed, contested against the other party, Akufo-Addo's party, lost, stayed in his party. The political leaders of NDC in Ghana did not abandon NDC. They didn't decamp to the NDP. President Mahama waited after the 8-year tenure of Akufo-Addo, contested against Akufo-Addo's vice president, Dr. Bawumia. And to tell you the extent Ghanaian democracy has advanced, even before the final tally was counted, Dr. Bawumia, the sitting vice president of Ghana, called President Mahama and considered defeat. No litigation, no rigging, at least in the way and manner we know it here. And President Mahama today is sitting as president of the Republic of Ghana for the second time. So in Ghana, they have established the tradition of a party losing power to the opposition, and all politicians in that party that have been defeated stay put, reorganize and rebuild and consolidate our brand. But in Nigeria, everyone is rushing to the ruling party. You don't even know what is pursuing them or what they are pursuing. You don't really know what they are pursuing or what is pursuing them.
All right, sir. So you don't hear what's in Seriake Dickson. I don't know whether you hear what's in the talk, sir.
Yeah, very well ahead, very well.
All right. So let me take your reaction, sir.
I think I completely agree with Seriake Dickson, but I wouldn't also be surprised if he defects in the coming month, because I will also advise them to defect. To be frank, I would advise them to defect. Not hierarching the human rights advocate, advising them to defect, but hierarching, considering the political situation, not me as a person, but because of the circumstances of what I'm saying. Like I said, Seriake Dickson says he doesn't know why they are defecting. Me, I know. I know why they are defecting. They are defecting to have a safe, not to have issue with the president coming, because next year, most of them will be having their ticket so that they can have their ticket back, because they know what will happen if they don't defect. Before now, I even said they will defect. I am not surprised. Answering your question, I'm not surprised at all. I'm even expecting more defection. Let everybody be there. As for that is because that is the reality on ground. But as a person, it is shameful that Nigeria is becoming a one-party state. Extremely shameful. Speaking as hierarchy human rights advocate, very, very shameful. I have a slogan. If you cannot beat them, can I hear your response?
Join them.
No. That slogan has been changed. If you cannot beat them, I'm talking about hierarchy the human right now. If you cannot beat them, don't join them. That is what Seriake Dickson says. Don't join them. Stay away, stay apart. One day, somebody will come and whisper to you, come. Why don't you want to join us? You can begin to make explanation, begin to make expatiate on reason, begin to say this. So, you have a point. You get one person. And not time again, comes again. Well, come and join us. No, 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 no. Look. You get 2%. That is the only way to win them. If you cannot beat them, you join them, you lost completely. You are completely out of the game forever and ever. The only way to beat them is to stay apart. That period, stay apart. There must be opposition. There must be opposition. But talking like, because of the circumstances we find ourselves now, I am expecting more defection so that they can be able to cover their head, cover themselves, be able to get their ticket and run. For those of them going for a second tenure as governors or senators, to get back their ticket, because that is the only way you can get back your ticket. That's the point I'm making. That is why you see them defected. So I know Seriake Dickson also knows why they are defected. I know why they are defected, and I expect more defection.
But why does he have to wait till make a day like that? Why? This is not the first time since 2019, I should be at 1999. We don't see this level of democracy and this level of fear among governors.
So it has deteriorated more. It has deteriorated the more.
What could be the reason? What's going on, sir?
It's very, very obvious. They are not playing politics of the winner takes all, intimidation, coercion, threats. EFCC will come after you. A lot. That is what is happening. Like somebody like Okpebholo. If Okpebholo did not defect to APC, you can imagine where he would be by now. People like Oshiomhole, they are still moving around because they defected to APC. The people that did not defect, where are they today? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But politically speaking, the way it is in Nigeria, I expect more defection. Let me even tell you, even those that are defecting to APC now, or those that are still in APC, they will go back to another party. Between now and November and December and January next year, before in 1 year's time, because by this time next year, a ticket will be given, anybody coming back will now know. So they are going to do that. Because the constitution gives the president so much power, gives the governor so much power. If a governor can be removed by a president, so what are you expecting? I said so when that thing happened. We are going to have more defection, but I'm afraid for Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I'm afraid for him.
Why are you afraid?
I'm so much afraid because they will betray him. 75% of the people around him will betray him.
But they don't talk, say Tinubu no be Jonathan. So you know they like Jonathan where they could just betray like that. You think they never secure their this thing, their confidence before
you can never secure any politician in Nigeria completely. You can never. It's like lion. You say you have secured a lion completely. You can secure a lion, no? Keep the lion cub, play with the lion until a certain time. My dear sister, you cannot secure a lion forever. It's not possible. A lion is a lion. You cannot secure him forever. Don't worry. Let me tell you what will happen. Three treatments. What I call treatments that will happen. I call it 3 treatments. One is Abacha treatment. The other one is Jonathan treatment. The other one is Wike treatment. 3 treatments. I will explain. Abacha treatment is 1997. Where all the political parties and politicians, for fear of being killed, for fear of being arrested, for fear of being humiliated, for fear of being haunted, all of them said it is only Abacha that is qualified to be president of Nigeria. We saw the 2 million man march, prominent Nigerians, prominent politicians, some are alive today, some are no longer alive, said it's only Abacha, nobody should contest. At the end of the day, we remember what happened. That election was not held.
Oh dear, I think his network has gone bad a bit briefly. Let's hope that the network would do better, make it join us again. It be like said the network don't cease briefly. But why would they wait for him to come back again? Make a quickly let and know say even Ben Murray Bruce, Senator Ben Bruce, don't also join the campaign.
In fact, you know it, we came to 1999. That is
okay, sir.
All of them betrayed him. Silently, they were in the party, but they did some other things. Then the one that became so obvious was what I call the Wike treatment. Wike treatment is 2013, 2023. For the first time in Nigeria, a sitting governor, a member of a political party, will openly tell his followers, President, another party, Governor, this our own party.
2013 or 2023?
2023. So that's why I call it 3 treatments. Abacha treatment, Jonathan treatment, and Wike treatment. And I see why either one of these treatments being repeated. You will see it. As they are going there, during the election, you will see governors that will come out. You will see senators that will come out. Hey, President, this is where we are voting. Governor, this is where we are voting. In fact, it's going to be narrowing down to individuals. Most times, it's going to be narrowing down to individuals, which is somehow also going to benefit our democracy. Because if before now, what we have was powerful parties. Party. Once your party is your party, you cannot disagree with your party. You cannot. I had a politician who contested the last governorship election in Rivers State, and my claim in 2014, when they were giving ticket to governors and all, he was protesting to get the ticket of his party then. And after September 2014, the ticket was given to a member of his party, and he was still protesting. I called him. I said, "Look, my friend, you can no longer continue to protest. Your party have given the party ticket to a member of your party, and you are saying you are still staging a protest. That protest was slated to take place on the 30th of October 2014. And I went there around this time, 15, 16, like this. And we are talking. That's 10 years ago. I told him, you cannot go on. 11 years ago. I said, you cannot go on with this protest. He said, why? I said, because your party have given the ticket to somebody, irrespective of your protestation. If you do that, it is anti-party. And that was how they called a candidate of their party, and they reconciled, and he got all that appointment and all that. But it's going to change a little this time in 2027. You will see governors that will come out. Some of these governors defective. They will tell you, hey, President, this is where we are voting. Governor, this is where we are voting. They are going to be looking a little at individuals, which is somehow, if maybe we continue that way, I think it's better. That is the only time people like
so you think say the governors will also decamp, because more than 24 of the governors now they for the bag of the APC already. You think say governors or APC go tell their own members, vote me for governor, vote APC for governor, but vote maybe PDP or ADC for president? Is that what you think be that?
Now what did they talk with that? It will happen. You go see.
You think say they possible to do that kind of president?
You know what happened for 2023? You have for 2023 now. You have for 2023 very, very well. Not just Wicked that did it. Some other governors voted for Obi now. It happened everywhere. You're going to the awareness done there now, so you go increase more. You go increase more. You go see them. Don't worry. I think we go do interview that period. You go see them. God will keep us alive. I know they die now.
All right. So speaking about,
I never die. My seniors never die finish. You go there. You go here. You go see them.
All right. Speaking about defection, what do you think will be the fate of the PDP? Because PDP they talk saying they disappointed. Say Seriake, Dickson, and Duoye, Diri, and Mba leave, and all that. Ben Bruce and so many people don't leave them go. Person like Weekend they talk say, "Ooh, say people will be say mock me." Nah, they follow mock me now. Then don't they work for President Tinubu now? Not even from outside. They are working inside APC now with President Tinubu. But what do you say this whole thing mean for the PDP, especially considering say the PDP don't make up their mind, say they must go for the 2027 election without a coalition, and say they go win the election for 2027. You see them with barely 8 governors, doing it.
Anything can happen, my dear sister. Between now and next year, anything can happen. Some of them will defect, go feel come back. Some of them will even they go come back again. Don't worry. From now till October next year, na defection galore. How to put them again? From now till next year, na defection holiday. You go see. Some go defect, come back, go back, come back. You go see many things will go happen. Just mark my word. Anywhere where anybody see say and the place will go better for them, they go go. Even those
But
ones
what
wey dey
mean? What it mean to our democracy?
they see light that side, they go come back. These politicians are not for you; they are for themselves.
So what in this whole thing mean? Just like to Seriake Dickson be the try talk, what it mean to our democracy, and what be the consequences of this, to our constitution? What it mean for what they happen for inside our constitution, sir?
Very, very bad omen. Very, very bad omen. Extremely bad omen.
So what will be the consequences for inside our constitution based on this? Will they happen? As a lawyer,
you say the constitution now they don't violate and see the constitution even make provision or make a provision and reason where you go take defect. That is no day against them. Nobody talk about the reason again. Say there was a crisis in your party. Those that way they defect, that crisis in their party. No, crisis no day. But nobody feel talk again. When the defection don't become if now one person, you go feel fight them. When you don't become 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who you go fight? How many? So they don't just tire. You go just tire. It's like when you fight for something. As you fight, they don't weaken you. Just say, okay, I beg you, I don't tire. I beg you, don't do. That is what in PDP they talk now. Otherwise, plenty of them don't violate the constitution of the party and the constitution of Nigeria, even the INEC law. They don't violate them. The INEC Act. But what did they want to do? Plenty things will don't happen there against the constitution. They against the law. But it don't they happen. It don't become impunity. It don't become something where we say, people talk about them again. It's like when they sing music, say, Gary 1 cup, 1 naira. For this country, 1 cup, what was a taboo. They take and sing, it was like, what? Gary 1 cup, 1 naira. When me they go secondary school, and they use 1 cup, and they use 1 naira, buy 50 cups of Gary for this country. 50 cups of Gary like 3 rubber, half almost a basin. Why they carry go school? 1 naira go buy 50 cups of Gary and carry go school. 40, 50 cups of Gary. They mention for cigarette cup, original cigarette cup. You mention I'm a pack and go. When I pack, I put them, that thing go, you go for the house, it go last me like 2-3 months before they come back. Because they eat. Now when I don't eat for refectory finish, I go to take the Gary, go soak. Where we go drink, or I carry soup, come back, carry cold water, soak them. As I soak them with cold water, leave them in go rise. They will call use hand, they take and they swallow it because if you cook for kitchen, they don't allow us to cook for kitchen, no stove. Suppose to eat for refectory, go steal soup, carry go. Soak the Gary, take and chop, or drink the Gary with our Bonvita. Bonvita na how much? My pocket money for 1 term is 5 naira. Now that 5 naira I will take buy Gary, buy my sardine, buy my geisha, still get change. Take 40 kobo transport, where I will take go to my body, go my body house. So I will still get like 1 naira something. That 1 naira something na big money. I will still hold. That's why I will hold that 1 naira something. Now I will pay my transport. Come back when I come back.
So sir, talking about these defections now, PDP now they left with some governors where we say people they talk say as it's still there, some of them feel still defect. We get the Adamawa State Governor Ahmadu Fintiri, will be Wike your guy henchman. You understand? After inquiry with Atiku, my good friend with this now. Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, Wede Gidigba, the Plateau State Governor Muftwang, that is Caleb Muftwang. People they talk say, Oga Caleb, in they do like saying they here, no they here, like say any minute himself please shift. Remember, say all in House of Assembly members the APC. You understand? The Taraba State Governor Agbo Kefas, Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal, Oyo State Governor Sheyi Makinde, the Padimanto Wike, River State Governor, your governor, we don't know whether he did here, he did there. He did for Ndeba or Ndeba, and the Osun State Governor, Oga Adeleke. So with the kind of caliber of governors who will get left now for inside PDP, how many of them will see will go stay, remain for PDP till the next election? Fintiri if you not get anything to lose because my second tenor in the go.
I know
Sheyi Makinde if you not get anything to lose because my second tenor. But how many of them it is say go stay put for PDP? So struggle.
I know we feel determine that one. I know we even they surprised if going forward the PDP 10 governor come back to PDP. I know we even they surprised. Yes, anything is possible. 20 governor come back to PDP. I no go surprised at all. Anything is possible. Me, I know say, if I tell you something, even up till now, even those ones where they go APC or where still there for APC or where they for PDP, they don't even know their position for now. That is why the way we confuse and the way those governors where you mention their name now they confused. Make I go, make I no go. Then they watch. But I know say defection go there. More defection go there. So even them, they don't know where they did. They don't know where they did. Those of them in APC, they are not even very sure. Those of them where they for PDP, they know even they're very sure. Quote me. Some of them, they talk to them, so we know. They see the way and they watch. Some defection.
So what's it be the capacity? What's it be the capacity of the INEC chairman to conduct a truly free and fair election and to regain back the confidence where people get make people get back that confidence when they get for INEC again? Considering say that confidence, it be like say you don't lose weight, where you don't slim.
For Nigeria, it's not possible to conduct free and fair election now. You know they're possible for that. You know we don't get we never put the things in place to conduct a free and fair election. I know,
but when they talk about the reputation of the INEC chairman,
I never see them happening in Nigeria. So long way be say that the executive they appoint the INEC chairman and the executive they appoint everybody. You know the kind of power Nigeria president get. Nigeria president get power past Satan. The whole president for the whole world put together. Nigeria president get power past them. Who be American president? The things when Nigeria president could do, American president will do them. You know, we do them. Nigeria president, now they appoint everybody. And me and you know, say the old saying where they say, anybody where they pay the man where they blow the flute, now he will blow well for them. He who pays the piper dictates the tune. The person where they pay the person they blow the flute. And that person, I'm going to tell you what he go play. Sing the kind of song where he go sing for me. Maybe you go sing anything where you like, begin to condemn me.
So irrespective of the person capacity or personal
next chairman, even if they appoint me a chairman, I no go fit do it. It go hard. But make I ask you now, somebody now I did like this now. The president come call me. Say, oh, higher king, now you go be a next chairman. Come do me that favor. Irrespective of other people where millions of Nigerians where they qualified, where they everywhere. You go down one make I do am bad. I don't go feel do am bad. Even Satan self go vex for me now. Even Juju go vex for me. Court people go vex. Fairness. The man will do you good. It be like appointment of the CJN or the chief judge of a state, where the constitution talks say if the chief judge die or retire or anything, there is no chief judge. Now, the most senior judge, now he go there for acting capacity. But when he reach for the governor to choose the main chief judge, he can choose anybody. He can go and choose my junior. Yes, even if I be number 1, he will go choose number 4, number 3. And when the governor go choose number 4, and you want that chief judge, that judge to begin to disobey the governor, no, now it's not fair. The same thing with the president. You go choose another judge, leave the other one where it's supposed to be. No good now. No good make you disobey them. But the only way to go solve this problem is say, if to say the person they rise for the rank, in go, that means the president, not the president they choose them, not the president they appoint them, he came on merit. He can tell Mr. President, sorry, sir, please, sir, and nothing will happen to them. Even nemesis go catch them when they don't go take them like that. You know good now. You can't buy the finger that fed you. It's not fair. So
this is about being fed. Wow. Not about your personal integrity and not about doing the right thing for your nation.
Which integrity are you talking about? If you reject the job now, when you know say you are not qualified, they give you reject them. That is where integrity comes. Not when you accept it, when you know you are not qualified. Sorry, you're not qualified. You are not the rightful person. They brought you based on sentiment and friendship and all that. Why? None of my friends. I wouldn't betray any of my friend though. I wouldn't do that. You give me something.
So do you think it isn't a problem? Say the INEC chairman, appointed INEC chairman, or way they in acting capacity now. By the way, the fact say in be a Yoruba man, although from North Central, and the president a Yoruba man. Do you think it makes any difference anyway?
I know that about tribe. I'm not about tribe. Okay. Anybody
because now waiting people they don't complain about. Say that one alone don't show. Say it be like say some bias go day.
Yes, I'm talking about picking and choosing. I've been reading the man a biography or so. They say the man na APC member. He was even in the legal team or something.
No, but they've debunked that's not correct.
Huh?
And some people don't talk, so it'll be correct. Some people talk, say they correct. Go ahead, sir.
I know, you know. But with the point they make, they say, Nigeria is no be Tinubu, Nigeria, no be Wike, Nigeria, Nigeria. It's not my personal thing. Look at the people where we say that them only them go rule Nigeria. If they don't rule Nigeria, Nigeria no go survive. Abiola, where Abiola dey? Where those people? Where Zik then dey? Where who Nigeria want? I want to hold them. Say I must rule Nigeria. Where them? So don't be your personal thing. All of us go wipe away. All of us where they see now. Higher 50 years, we not go there here. All of us. All of, including me.
All right, sir. All right, sir. So let's speak to other issues very quickly because my people, they don't be itch to jump in on the conversation. Very quickly, 2, 3, 4 things we'll go touch on very quickly. One, former Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, don't institute a legal action against activist Adeyanju. Obi don't drag Adeyanju before an Anambra State High Court, where they sit down for inside on the chair for allegedly making baseless and defamatory remarks against him. He accused the lawyer of using his social media handles to make scandalous, reckless, and malicious statements against him. In the suit, the former presidential candidate is asking the court to order Adeyanju to tender his unreserved apology. He also demanded the sum of 1 billion naira as general damages and 500 million naira as exemplary damages, as 1.5 billion. Reacting, Adeyanju noted that Obi didn't chicken out after threatening to take legal action against him. In his message he shared on he wrote, "Finally, Peter Obi has sued me. I am actually happy and relieved that he didn't chicken out in the bed." Interestingly, he dragged me all the way to Anambra State, even though he is almost always in Abuja where I reside. But no shaking, we move. That's so you talk. How you think say this case go? You be lawyer.
Well, asking me how the case go. I know. If
I know that. What do you think? I mean, what do you? I mean, you know the drama. I'm not talking about you to speak about the core of the case. Make me no sound.
I understand. Asking me the way the case will go, like make I begin to give judgment. The matter is
no, you're not going to give judgment. I mean, based on react to and based on the things and what they and you tell people and we make them react.
Now, having said that, say I no fit know how the case go. It depends on the evidence where Peter Obi get. Say in defame am, in blackmail am or whatever in talk. So it depends on the what Peter Obi get and what he don't plead for in case. Now we go wait until that matter is resolved and all that. But again, it's also very, very important. Make I know this one. That is why you see me the way they talk. I know as a lawyer, probably those things where are they on you talk and where they know the lawyer. If it no waiting the implication go.
No, it talk and when he be lawyer.
The recent one.
Yes, now. Okay. He even talk recently, self when he call him liar, he call him saying get evidence, saying he do this, he do that.
No say
so
listen now, activists will be lawyer. Activists will be lawyer. Is different from activists where just waka come. Them plenty like that, we know them. Me, you go there before you go see me come on air. Talk anything derogatory, defamatory, libelous against any person. But I go make my point very well. Very, very well. Because we be activists as lawyers. But these ones will come activists when they become lawyer. They know very well what thing they go talk where go there against. Yes, of course now they not go know now. They not go know. If you are not a lawyer, many things no offense. So many things no offense. Very small thing like the line where you go take to react to somebody and like this way they're very tiny. But before you know you don't cross this side or don't infringe on the person's right to very, very, very tiny line. So I said, see all through Ghanai's life, it's very difficult to catch him. Okay, make I not talk about Ghana where don't die. Falana. You don't see Falana defame anybody, but Falana they make point always. They never sue Falana before. It's very difficult to sue Falana because the guy, an experienced lawyer, he knows he didn't go talk, so I even go fall into that trap of Because this thing now, whether Adeyanju, whether you win Adeyanju or you no win Adeyanju, at the end of it, Adeyanju will go spend money, spend time where you go take the do other thing, go spend that. Peter Obi too go spend money because this suit where
you know, say in talk, say one of the things in talk, he say he get private meeting with Peter Obi.
Okay.
Say for inside that private meeting, say Peter Obi promise him, say he go give him money, say he bribe him, make his support
Yes, I don't agree that aspect.
You know, agree. Meanwhile, person will say na him carry him go. Yes, a journalist will say na him carry him go meet Peter Obi. Say, but he was there in the meeting, and nothing like that happened. Say na him actually carry him to Peter Obi. Say, in con the one that say, at what point did Peter Obi bribe him? So whether not true that person they talk or not, if that kind of person come out now, as person will be there that meeting as witness, say. He no offer you bribe. Peter Obi no offer and bribe, but did you say you offer and bribe? Which kind of evidence we Peter where did you go feel bring where court go believe against eyewitness? We did.
So evidence plenty well. This is the way they talk now. Now waiting now before they are to become lawyer. You go see say now where him be lawyer now. Him go dey more cautious or waiting in the talk. I don't listen to them before we no be lawyer. I don't listen. Some of them too will no be lawyer. I don't they listen where they talk anyhow. I don't hear them. I know them. The first thing that we go ask is, this man a lawyer, they don't be lawyer. So okay. You understand why they talk like that? Small thing, no offense. So very small thing where you go do like this, no offense where you be for law. Just that Nigeria get some of these laws though, but those laws then they sleep. You don't see my books for back. They sleep on that shelf. Oh. It's only when something happens, we go wake them up. Bring them, come dust them. See my
one of the statements we make, for instance, one of the statements we make say Peter being a fraud. How do you prove that somebody is a fraud? If you accuse me now, say I be fraud. What's you get to prove to show say I be fraud for you to win the case against me? These are the things that people just won't know.
Well, if you say
you go show evidence, say I be don't try to defraud you before.
You go. I'm not discussing about the case now. If you say
no, not about the case. That's why I use me and you as example.
You go present the particulars of the fraud, the fact of the fraud. You go show you go show say the person do this, he take this, either from you or from someone. You go bring evidence. And if you don't bring evidence, it's very, very unfortunate. Too. You know, we don't wake up and fraud. Yeah, you know, they easy. Now make I tell you, say people will not be lawyer. Before then they say they be activists, then they make mistake plenty times. All through Keyamo's life before he become full politician now, it's very difficult to sue because he knows he need to talk at every point in time. As I talk now, I can talk to anybody, I can talk about anybody, but I know where I go draw the line. I know words to use. I know language where I go use. Not every language you go use. Like that fraud. No. Like you can say dishonest. You can say the thing where you do no good. You get languages where you go use in law where go there free. You are communicating the same thing. You are communicating the same. That is why in court we don't tell a witness you are a liar. You are a liar. Say, my Lord, I disagree with the witness. I put it to you that what you have just said is not true. Not that you are a liar. You are a thief. No. You have not proven the witness to be a thief when you are presenting a witness. You say, my Lord, this witness, my Lord, I put it to you that everything you said here is not true. You don't say you are a liar, you are a thief, you came here. No. Anyway, they can sue you. That is impartial career in presence of the court. But these are legal issues. They then go deal with them for court. If you win, you win them. I don't do for that matter. So I don't follow. Well, if any of them brief me, I will begin to look for waiting this one talk. Now they never brief me. Make them do their matter. But the thing is,
when they fight their fight, when they cry their own cry.
Two of them go spend money. That's the truth.
All right, sir. So let's speak very quickly on the recent revelation. One part, Okpebholo, a sister-in-law to Senate President Godswill Okpebholo, he don't resuscitate the controversy surrounding the many unresolved killings that occurred in Akwa Ibom State when Okpebholo was governor of the state. Now, quoting, she said, for all the people you people have killed when you were the governor of Akwa Ibom, and those who you people have killed now that you are in the Senate, it will never be well with you. Pat, talk this one angrily to Mr. Akpabio for inside a Facebook video where I no go fit play now. As she posted them, I think yesterday, day before yesterday or so, now she posted the video. So Pat, a pastor and businesswoman, where they married to Akpabio's brother Ibanga, reportedly brought Mr. Akpabio from Lagos to Uyo around 1999 and nominated him for the appointment as commissioner. Now she bring him from Lagos to Uyo, come nominate him as commissioner for then Governor Victor Atta's cabinet, where he grew politically and later became the third civilian governor of Akwa Ibom State in 2007. He was elected in the PDP's platform. Now, many in Akwa Ibom saw Ibanga at the time as the power behind Akpabio's sudden rise in Akwa Ibom State politics. This woman like this. Now, when Akpabio became governor, he used his influence to get Ibanga elected as the PDP secretary in the state. Now, many of Mr. Akpabio's relatives, including Ibanga, became powerful and exerted much political influence in Akwa Ibom State. They were commonly called the Okana Twin Cabal, like they are cabals, named after Mr. Akpabio's hometown in Asiwaju local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Now, many of them also suddenly became wealthy, of course, you know. Now, the political influence of the once powerful family began to fade soon after Akpabio completed his second tenure as the governor of the state in 2015. A crack was noticed in the family in 2023 when Ibanga openly supported Mr. Akpabio's opponent, Emmanuel Enoiden, in that year's senatorial election. And this one don't continue. Now, make I just quickly give you an overview of the accusations which she make to Akpabio. One, she talks, say, Akpabio, they guilty. She'd accuse him, the Senate president, of being involved in many of the killings which don't happen in the past, and perhaps some will don't happen presently for inside Akwa Ibom State. She don't threaten to challenge him for the 2027 senatorial election. She don't attack highlights. Her attack talk about highlight complete. He showed the complete disintegration, rather, of the once powerful Akpabio family. Say they know they together again. Akpabio's spokesperson don't dismiss the allegations, urging her to report to the security agencies if he sure has Akpabio key people. Now, he stated the Senate president is too busy to respond to attention-seeking claims. Now, past political figures have corroborated claims of violent atmosphere during Akpabio's governorship. A UK-based ally of the family has also endorsed Pat Akpabio's boldness. Say this one where you talk, it did good. And you know, it's not be the first time where anything we get to do with killing they're associated with Akpabio. Remember that time where one in Sekak Morel so died, one young lady, Copper, where Ibise died, where Ibise David Hunde, in trying to unravel that situation, said something that linked Akpabio and his wife to some sort of killings. I don't know, but there was an expose David made. It was after then that David had to elope Nigeria. I don't know if you remember that incident, right? Yeah. So not be the first time where anybody don't mention this. What does it mean for his sister-in-law now to also tie him, you know, get this kind of conversation around him, generally? And waiting to speak to the caliber of people who will get for politics in Nigeria, if for all this kind of drama will happen, whether they're true or not anyway, because that's still an accusation.
Let me start with this. Friends don't say the truth. Enemies say the truth. Friends don't say the truth.
Enemies say the truth.
The enemies that say the truth, not friends. Friends will cover you up. What she has said should be taken deeply. Should be a very deep reflection. But unfortunately, Akpabio is the third man in Nigeria. Is it possible for anything to happen?
With the drama what just happened between she and Natasha, and the way the drama used go, and this matter almost resurfaced too during that drama where one Sandra talks, say accuse Natasha of saying that Akpabio killed people in Akwa Ibom. I don't know if you understand. So that's what people are saying. Is it even possible?
So it's not possible. That's the point I'm making. It's not possible to bring them to order or justice. It's not possible. It's very, very unfortunate that nothing will come out of it. But like I said, enemies say the truth, not friends. Because at this point, for her to come out and say something like that, there should be an atom of truth in it. But unfortunately, it may not see the light of the day. That's the truth about it. Because if they are still friends, she wouldn't have said it. It is because they have disagreed. They are no longer friends.
Yes.
That is why she's saying what she's saying. Just like a husband cannot give evidence for the wife or against the wife. Couples cannot give evidence because they know you cover. It's a natural thing that a wife will cover the husband. But if they are estranged, if they are separated, estranged, there is quarrel, we can take the evidence of either of the party very seriously at that point. Yes, it's possible. But when they are together, it's difficult. If this statement was made when they were together, it will not Nigerians will not take it as anything serious. But because that statement they make them now within the quarrel, there is a deep reflection on that. Deep, very deep one. And let me also tell you, the highest killers now government now. Government will be the highest killer. I'm not mentioning any government. Generally,
I understand.
but the espionage, murderers, kidnappers, everything, government have it now. Government is all around now. That is why if you come and say you are the highest kidnapper, government will bring you down. You are the highest armed robber, they will bring you down. You anything you like be, government will bring you down. That this statement has been credited to several leaders that any crime that is difficult to solve, government hand is in it. Any crime that is difficult to solve, government hand is in it. When I talk about government, I'm not talking about just Nigerian government too.
Yeah, the government generally.
Globally, even in America. Even in America, Britain, government is the most criminal-minded institution. They have everything. Britain have everything. Israel government, the same. German government, the same. They cover a lot of things. That was why in 1974, when Richard Nixon was involved in the Watergate scandal, you know, a lot of people just say Watergate scandal. They don't know what is Watergate scandal. Watergate scandal was the ruling party then tapped the office of the opposition party, tapped their office and was listening, dropping into what they are saying.
Yes.
And when the thing was leaked, everybody, FBI arrested most of them, interrogated them, all the people that were sent. It was mainly only the president. And the president, America started demanding, oh, president must come and see Senate, must do this, must do that. The president went to the Senate. And when he got to the Senate, he looked at them. He said, look, if the president of America cannot protect the information he gets, he cannot get information to rule America. I hereby resign. That was how Watergate scandal ended. That was the end. He said if the president cannot protect the information he gets, he cannot get the information he needs to run government.
Because the information where you need to run government can be very bombastic. Simply put, forgive my language.
Information. So he can, and he has to protect the information, protect the people that bring the information. If he doesn't protect them, because they were asking him to talk, to say this. Once he just made that statement, he resigned, and that was all. That was how this Obasanjo friend, Jimmy Carter, took over the government. That was how he became president in 1974 in America. That's the story. So government is very brutal all over the world. So I don't know these killings he's associating with Akpabio, whether he did it while in government, as governor and all that. Government does a lot. Oh, government does a lot. They do a lot of evil. A lot. Government does a lot. Not just Nigeria, all over the world. But it's a very serious allegation. Whether something will come out of it, I doubt.
Wow. But in the same country, what's supposed to happen?
Oh, in the same country, they will investigate.
And what will happen when they investigate them?
She will be taken in, and investigation will start with her. And if the president, if Akpabio is involved, they will bring him down. That is the American for you. That is the overseas for you. That is the white man for European. They will bring you down. It doesn't matter who you are. They don't care who you are. That's the point. Once you get to that level, they will bring you down. The president was brought down in Watergate scandal. He was brought down. They arrested everybody. Everybody interrogated them. Every hand was pointing to the president, and the president gave the approval. That was what happened. They say he gave the approval. So when all of them have testified, when he appeared before the Senate, he looked at them. He said, I will go with this information. I will not tell anybody. If the president cannot protect information, he cannot get information to run America. I resign. And they left him. Till today, he didn't say, I authorized or I did not authorize. He just left. That is government for you. I also said that, look, when this issue of forgiving of so-called drug barons, young men that
yes, exactly. The latest presidential
I told them, I said, by the Constitution, that decision cannot be taken by Tinubu alone. Although Tinubu takes responsibility as the man, the chairman of the Council of State, but the Council of State approved it. Who are the Council of States? The Council of States are former presidents, former attorney generals,
yes,
former CJN of Nigeria.
Absolutely, because Ariwala was there.
36 state governors of Nigeria.
Okay, sitting governors, not ex-governors, because that would be too much.
No, sitting governors, 36 governors. 36, I said 36, not ex-governors.
Good.
Ex-head of states and their deputies, CJN, ex-CJN and present one, ex-attorney general and present one, service chiefs. So it's made up of a lot of people that approved that list.
Ministers they involved. Ministers they involved. Ministers.
No. Council of State is different from Executive Council.
Yes, I know why I asked that question. The reason I asked them because people be the mock wiki say, I attend the Council of State meeting. That meeting we bring. Exactly. So that's why I'm asking you that question because I wanted it to be made public.
With the serving ministers, I'm not sure, but I don't think that serving ministers. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I forgot it, but I'll look it up again. Serving ministers. So they gave that approval, but Tinubu takes the responsibility. And I said, the president, our Nigerian president is very powerful, like I said in along the line while talking this evening. Very, very powerful, more powerful than all the presidents of the world put together. Nigeria president has powers. Yes, all the 200 and what country we have in Nigeria in the world, all the world president put them together.
Only Nigeria president, nice strong pass all of them.
All of them in terms of what he can do.
Why our constitution day like that? Why our constitution empower our presidents like that?
That is why we have been fighting that constitution should be completely new constitution is what we need. Why it's like that is because the executive wrote the constitution and gave themselves the power. When they wrote the constitution, who wrote the constitution? It was Abdul Salami. There was no judiciary, there was no legislation. So he wrote it and gave himself all the power and gave the executive all the power. That was what happened.
You see this statement where you make now the reason we make at the vex anytime we resist an issue. I say because I say, assuming that happened, if you remember when Obasanjo was sworn in 1999, he wasn't sworn in with a constitution. Now after he's swearing in, now he said they go bring the constitution. Abdul Salami give him constitution where you swear in the National Assembly members. If you remember that incident, right? Now, as the first president for that kind of administration or this new dispensation of democracy where we get, or this new era of democracy where we get, why Ibisi as a president, looking at the constitution will bring him into power, saying that no, we can't have this constitution function like this because this no go give us true democracy for Nigeria. And National Assembly, we're gonna do everything possible to amend the constitution. Right? That's one. Secondly, the National Assembly themselves, why themselves they don't look and say, we represent our people. This democracy will manage fight for what we don't get like this after this long years of military rule. All of us will join together, the 300 and 400 and something of us for National Assembly, make we come together with one voice, change this constitution. Thirdly, why Ibi say the judiciary since that 1999 never see the need to begin press to ask, say no, we realize that the constitution or the legal documents will bring the democracy where we get today and all that, what would use the democracy where we get today, see the problem where we get. Make them press and make noise, press on both the legislature and the executive, make them make sure say they make the necessary changes. Why? Why will not till the 8 years of Obasanjo administration? Finished.
Yes. Before I answer the three questions, first, I wanted to say that the presidency is bigger than the president, irrespective of how powerful why I say Nigeria president did. The presidency see big past the president.
Who they make up the presidency? Who make up the presidency?
Oh, the presidency is an invisible entity. The presidency is more
like
powerful
the cabals we hear in government, like the cabals under Buhari's regime, and the cabals over here will exist now.
The presidency are the reason why even something that the president want to do, no fit do am. The presidency is more powerful. Remember Babangida? Babangida said, I annulled June 12th. I did not do it alone, but I take responsibility. Because of the presidency. The presidency forced Babangida out of power. I watched him on the 27th of August, 1993. I watched him for television. I said, this man face no good. He just stepped aside because of the presidency. What do you think say kill Abacha? Kill Abiola? You think it's a coincidence that two of them die within 1 month interval? I beg, leave the presidency. The presidency is very powerful. No carry that place play. Even in America, the presidency, you don't see them. They are invisible forces, invisible powers. You don't know that Tinubu there now. He gave me where go enter to rock, or we call him before he say yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Say, come on, you cannot do this. You cannot do this. Bola, we call him Bola. You crazy? You mad, bro. There are people like that. You don't see them. Oh, you don't know. Presidency is very. There are people who go call Donald Trump now. Not I'm strong. Say, Mr. Donald Trump, are you mad? Are you crazy? Fuck you. You're not gonna do that. He will obey. Presidency, you don't play with that people. They are there. You don't see them. Obama said it now that the presidency is bigger than the president. Obama to acknowledge it in one of his speeches. Jonathan to acknowledge it. The presidency, now make Jonathan quickly go make call now. Quickly go make call congratulating Buhari when he say he has been disappointed and the presidency does not want him. He has to concede. No, look at that presidency play. You think say Babangida would have left office in 1993? He didn't want to leave, but the presidency forced him out. So having said that, if now you be Obasanjo came in with high hopes, high expectations from us, even himself. Oh, I will do this, I will do that. A man who was coming from prison, God just saved him from being executed by Abacha. You know, he was having that thing, but that mind of doing something, he was talking very, very sharp, very, very good. He got to do something. But when he now got in and saw the enormous powers of the president, he said, make him go change constitution. Me, I no go change you. Me, I no go change any constitution. You know, but
somebody don't call you. Somebody don't tell you for the comment section. Say it be election rigger. So you talk. Say if they appoint say I next year might not go change anything. Now you don't talk. Say you not go change constitution.
My brother, my dear sister, do you know the power? I suppose I don't see those things. I want to change that. What of Buhari? Buhari will contest 4 times, he no win. I will change the electoral act. He change them. If we make the people win, the presidency would have called him, hey, Oga, don't do this, leave. Even Buhari said there are things he wanted to do, he couldn't do. It's the presidency. It's not an easy place. So they will tell you, don't amend this, because there are people benefiting, there are people involved. The presidency is not easy. They are not in government. They've never held any position, but they are there. They are there. You must go to and pay homage to them. They talk to the president like their houseboy, talk to the governor like their houseboy. They are there. Strong men. It's an institution. They are in America. They are all over the place. So that is the reason why Obasanjo did not do it. Then again, even if he wanted to do it, the presidency will say no. Now you're talking about the judiciary. Why didn't they do it? Judiciary is at the receiving end. And then where the thing they affect well. How? Judiciary go prepare budget. Legislature go prepare budget. Carry go give executive. Executive go slash them. But if executive prepare their budget, then they bring to judiciary to slash. Then they bring to legislatures. Legislature will go tap a hand begging them. That is where you have the pardon. They now say, okay, put this one for us, put this one for us. They are now negotiating to get something inside the country because the executive, the president, and the governor have all the ace. They are the one holding all the cards. They can't throw any card. Any card they throw, you will see. So everybody goes cap in hand begging them. Executive will after he collects the legislature's money, collect the judiciary money, which ordinarily by the constitution those funds should have been channeled to them directly from the federation account. But the executive will take it and now give them what he wants to give. The same thing they do with local government. And he will turn around and say, I'm building house for the judiciary. and building house for the legislature. Why don't you give them their money? I was speaking to one chief judge. The chief judge said, the governor don't even ask us what we want. You will just wake up one morning, they will just call you, hey, chief judge, come. I want to build a quarters here. I want to build for the judiciary. Do you know whether that is what we want? A chief judge was telling me. Chief judge was
now only one governor will know where don't they build quarters of judiciary anyhow.
No, the other governors.
I know, but they want to carry on for head like gala. Sorry, no vex. Go ahead, sir.
It is the judiciary money they are using to build all these things. Challenge them. I said, give judiciary their money directly. Their money directly. And come and build for them. Let me see. They will not build again. It is your money. They get billion. They will now bring out 20 billion and build. Hey, we are building for judiciary. And they will also retire money from there. Why are you building for me? Why are you doing project for me? You see, they were telling me. He said, how can they be doing that? They were telling me the handicap they go through. See, we just wake up, they just call us. Hey, come, we are doing this. We are not even aware. We are not even aware. But that project, those things, that money ought to be given to the chief judge, to the CJN of Nigeria, to go and build houses for judges, build houses for the Supreme Court judges. Give the man, give the head of that place. Because we're supposed to run parallel, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. But the executive takes everything because he wrote the constitution in 1999. Abdul Salami was an arm of the executive. He was not a legislature, he was not a judiciary. So yes, they wrote that thing, gave all the power. Why would the president appoint everything, both board members? Does he know them? Does he know those people? The whole thousands of appointments in Nigeria. Now the president appoint. Why is it like that? Why can't people rise from the ranks and go? That is the problem.
All right, sir. So,
overwhelming the president with load, with work,
too much
unnecessary work. So the man becomes so powerful. He's so powerful, so powerful. The same thing after the president, the governors. The governors are also powerful in their states. Extremely powerful in the state where they preside, where they govern, which is wrong, which is what we are saying. Let the three arms of government be independent.
Thank you, sir.
When they are independent, you will see things will begin to work. It was in this, our river state. I'm from here, so we know what had happened. A chief judge under the military, a chief judge of this state, the military governor called him. He told the governor to come to government, to come to the judiciary to see him. So some of them never visited the government house until the administrator left. The governor of the military governor left, or to lad, whatever you call them that time, until they left. I know he refused to go. He didn't go, and the governor drove down to the judiciary complex to go and say, in this state, in this country, can the CJ try it now? If you try it now, they remove you. In fact, CJ, governor is going to commission something. CJ will close court. Judges will close court. Because governor says you must be in the commission. Not judiciary quarters, or not anything that concerns judiciary. Something else, maybe road. The CJ will close court. Subjecting himself, subjecting the judiciary and the legislature under the governor, if they are their houseboy. They're not their houseboy. They're not. They are not their employees.
All right,
but
sir.
That is what it looks like.
All right, sir. So
employs everybody.
All right, sir. So very quickly, I would like us to stick to a few things. The one, waiting get to do with the drama about Christian killing, or the allegation about killing of Christians by the US in Nigeria. I'd like to know what you think about them, especially because the federal government don't talk. In fact, the federal government say US lawmakers their claim of genocide against Nigerian Christians, saying a lie, saying a just saying they do them to divide our country, say they good, saying a lie. But a lot of people also don't argue, say waiting be the ratio of the percentage of or statistics of people where they die for Nigeria based on religion. Do we have more Christians dying than any other religion? And if we get more Christians that die, who be the people where they do that killing? Which religion did they practice? Could it now be said that they were targeted by a particular religion? But sir,
when Boko Haram started in 2009, the target was Christians. Now the churches have more of burnt churches. There are places in the north where you don't have a church anymore. in Plateau. It's the same thing. It's the Christian that they are killing. It's the truth
So
about it.
so you think the US may be correct?
I have challenged some of my Muslim friends. They now told me that those doing that thing are not a true Muslims. What is Boko Haram? Boko Haram is hater. It means hater of Western education, anything Western. And I have challenged them. I said, you hate everything, but you are using their bomb, using their gun. Why are you using their gun, using their machine? Why you don't reject everything about Western?
But Sultan of Sokoto talked the other day, say Boko Haram not even their real name, so they get another name.
Go and get bow and arrow. Go and get bow and arrow. they don't use bow and arrow, they use sophisticated weapon. And you are telling me you are Boko Haram, you hate education, you hate the Western thing. Is that there are people killing Christians? Christians have been killed more. The statistics are there in the north. More over there. Here because they are not much here, down south here. But in Yoruba land, they have also killed. Bombings that we had in Abuja, who did it? Muslims. Some will tell you, oh no, those ones are not true Muslims. Meanwhile, the Boko Haram people said, oh no, these other Muslims are foreigners, are unbelievers. They are not, you know. I told one of my Muslim friends, I asked him, I said, why is it that everywhere you talk about evil things all over the world, anywhere you have about the ISWAP, the terrorists, they are Muslim oriented. Why is it like that? Is it that the Quran encourages people to kill one another? He said no, that these are people that decided to become extremists. Now, I took myself back to my own Bible. Do you know Bible also encourages us to kill our enemies? Yes, the Bible is there. There were people called the Crusaders in the early Christian time. They were killing non-Christians, killing everybody like as Muslims were doing. So that's why I told them, I said, this thing where Muslims they do today, Christians now first start the war. This far away you go sell. The Mamana Christians sell them 100,000, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So why Christians then know, you know, just like why it be say no day like that for Christian communities around the world, just like it did.
Because of Christ, love. Jesus came 2,000 years ago and started preaching love. Don't kill. The 11th commandment, love your neighbor like yourself. And when Christ came, the Crusaders now stopped killing, and Christ now came and preached love. So with love, they won more. Imagine where the colonial masters that came to colonize Africa, how did they come? They came with the love. They came as Christians. They came as missionaries. The actual colonial masters were missionaries. They showed us love when they came, taught us 1, 2, 3, built schools, had Bible in one hand, politics and enslavement in the other hand, took over our land with love. That was actually what happened. I have looked at Christian religion. I would have stopped being a Christian, but because of the way it came, evil people brought it. There's no doubt about it. But because the Christian religion today, now the areas in the Bible encourages human sacrifice. Abraham sacrificed Isaac. So if I go now and carry my first one and sacrifice, say I'm obeying Genesis chapter.
He did not sacrifice, so he was about to. God was just testing him. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. What if I sacrifice my own today? I will not. It's impossible. Will you say I'm not obeying the Bible? What about the king that said, as I'm coming back, anything that comes first from my house, I will sacrifice? I will sacrifice the daughter. What about Moses' time? You kill me, I kill you. That was what Moses was time. I for an eye. In the Old Testament. If you look at Old Testament, it looks like I have Quran. Look at it there. It's in my front before me here. The Quran is like the Old Testament of the Christian Bible. And again, when you want to practice that, they say, no, don't do that one, don't do that one, don't do that. Take the New Testament. So Jesus came with love. And after Jesus came with love, Christianity multiplied. That is why I'm still a Christian, because of the good aspect of it. The good aspect of it. That is why. Otherwise, people like us would have left it because of how it came. But today, we look at Christian faith, there are still good things about it. But the Muslim faith, you look at it, you look at all these killings. To some of that have not become Muslim before, it is difficult to convince me. Very, very difficult. You tell me, oh no, these ones are Shiites, these ones are Sunnis, oh, these ones are extremists, these ones are not extremists. I don't want to hear that because I'm afraid, because of the way what I'm seeing already. But with love, you can win more souls, which the Christian faith have done. That is why. So
All right,
truly, the report by the American senator or whoever is correct. It's correct. It's even reducing now. Through that Jonathan time, 2009, 10, 11, 12, Boko Haram, Chibok girls, all those things. Who is it not Christian? Christian schools they're going to kidnap those girls. Chibok is Christian. Go and check. So who is saying because the government is trying to cover up? What are you covering up? That is the truth. The truth is that report is completely truth. Completely truth. There are
but the
places
federal government don't deny it vehemently, and they still keep denying it that it's not correct in any way. It need to happen in any way.
I not deny. I am not federal government.
All right, sir. Okay, all right. Let me quickly ask you another question, because in fact, Becca, this question I want to ask yourself now, gossip, Becca, gossip give you. You know, say I don't know whether you know our guy in charge of our the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms. In name now Oga Taiwo Oyedele, person way advise our president for this tax, then we will go pay by January. Remember? You remember Amoga? Yeah. Like I give you one gossip about that. I do my own JJLO. Now see Nigerians then don't enter the street of social media. You know, say no go find Nigerians trouble like this. Go do one thing where they go remember you. They go dig up the way your mama used born you, because that's what they do. Now so Nigerians then can't go dig go. So they can't go dig up when it be say Oga Oyedele been talk for 2013. I've been at 2019 self. Now he talk say say you know good may they increase VAT for Nigeria. I'll say if they increase VAT for Nigeria, it could make a lot of Nigerians poor. Now people say, hey, Oga, now be you the vice president for all the things they do now, increasing the VAT, increasing tax. Not be you. See the tweet here. VAT rates, a VAT rate increase will lead to higher inflation, interest rate hike, more unemployment, and generally make people poorer. But this same Oga right now, they support say for 2025 now, say the increase in VAT rates will actually make our economy robust, and it will make people richer and wealthier. Waiting be the thing will happen between 2019 and 2025 will make it talk two different things. Now, waiting Nigerians begin talk for the streets of social media. This is what they tell you, not be me talk about. You see, I'm saying my handwriting be that, don't be me write that thing. So waiting make it be say people will get political appointments, they change mouth for waiting they've been believed before. Just like Festus Keyamo being Yab good luck, Jonathan. Why ain't go give Alamesia a whole corrupt person like Alamesia pardon? Hey, Alamesia pardon. Pardon, no. Well, let's show you can't even talk that time too. You pardon Alam, very disgraceful. All of them now, since president, even give pardon to people who was past Alamesia, if there's anything like that. No vex. Make I ask you this question. While I open phone lines, Nigeria's phone lines are open. Please jump in on the conversation. 0817-029-4077 is the number to call on WhatsApp alone, or you join the link on the pinned comment and it's to take you through to the studio, straight to the studio to join the conversation. Make I take a reaction why people go to join the conversation, sir.
Okay. First, on the issue of the, what will be the first issue now?
Oga Oyedele, tax reform.
Oga Oyedele, tax reform. I know that thing no go work. Make I tell you the truth. That thing no go work.
This tax will want reform by January.
During Buhari time, now I talk and say Nigeria economy is getting bad, and my videos and tweets are there. Is getting worse. That anybody will go succeed, Buhari go borrow more money, go tax Nigerians more, because government no get money. And the only thing where they go turn to na tax.
So if government no get money, no better before you finish. If government no get money, why did they spend more? Why would they not fit cut down the size of governance? Why they not fit spend like this way they no get money?
Then they spend more because of embezzlement. Money where they go take go carry more girlfriend, marry more wives, and all that. That is why then they do that one. Let me say this way again. Nigeria government, they know they do within their right, within their constitutional, within their good, within their fine. Within they do now, within their political. And within their political, most of the time, they against the constitution, they wrong, they illegal, they are moral, and now within them they like to do the wrong thing. Now, you they increase tax for people where you never pay minimum wage. You they increase tax for people where you never provide electricity to make them produce something. You they increase tax where the borrowing ability of Nigerians is zero. You go to borrow money, bank no go give you to do genuine business. They go tell you to go bring. In fact, the new one when I learn now, if my client wanted to go and borrow money just this last month, and the bank gets you up. Oh, bank say building no day, they no go give them money. You can
Why?
imagine
Because
the
they
level
don't
where we
demolish
don't go.
buildings anyhow these days.
No, he never build the place.
Oh,
He
okay,
gets
never
you
build.
up,
Now
they
empty
never
land. But land's the property now.
empty land. Exactly. Exactly. Now you dey talk. You can see the level where we dey go. Minimum wage no dey. The policeman where they work, he no get housing. He no get, he dey buy in boot, buying a uniform. The only thing we policeman know they buy na gun. Some they buy gun too, because I don't see a policeman buy gun. Now they buy bullet to do this job. You no give them accommodation where they stay. In Pikin they go school for this same place where school fees they high. They buy garri where me and they buy garri. The electricity bill the same thing. And you say the policeman know they corrupt. Now he want to tax cap. Now forget about civil servants, army, which are poorly funded. Civil servants, nothing, poorly funded. That is why corruption will never stop. Now me will be private individual. You never enable me with any loan. You never give me electricity at a reduced rate. I cannot use electricity. I will go buy gen, go buy diesel, go buy to run them. Then you want to come collect tax. Haba Tinubu, Haba Oyedele. You go work. How you go take work? Because he hears you Ebola and then they tax their people. Then they provide for them. For Ebola, if you no get work, they will give you house, brown house, and the boat house. You no get work, you go get where you go queue up, feed morning and evening for the next 10-20 years. It's running. You never stop. Immediately you get work, they begin tax, you begin collect money. You want to do business, then go come for the place, come look the business. If the business is viable, the bank will come give you the money, provide all the equipment. After every 5 years, they go remove those equipment, bring new equipment where they modern for you to be producing so that you go to provide job for people. People go they work there. You go register those people, their names, say then they work with you. You go to pay their tax to government. How you want to begin to tax us? You don't finish with your civil servants. Civil servants where they are, some of them their minimum wage no fit buy bag of rice, no fit buy bag of beans. How you want to take collect this thing? I don't know. Say everybody will come go open account. Then any money where you see where enter my account, you go collect. The money where enter my account, na income or na expenditure. As I did now, Clem pay me money. Clem pay me money. From there now I go take money, go file the case, pay the same government. What will they pay now for filing of case now is 10 times what will they pay before. Affidavit, to do common affidavit now, to be now 50 naira before. They go it to 100 naira. Officially, it is 500. But before you go file affidavit now online with the file them, you go spend 1,007. That is say I file them by myself. But if you go for people for near the court, make them file affidavit for you, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 affidavit. Even if not 5 line on one page, just one page like this. You pay government 500 naira. Then you pay 1,000 naira. Then you pay other fees. I say affidavit like 1,700. So imagine we are filing a case. Then that money enter my account. Government, you want to go collect money from there. How? Is it justified? Are you a thief that want to reap where you did not sow? Are you a gold digger? How this man think come bring out this kind of tax reform? If they go copy something for America, you don't put something down. They go copy from
So you know
put
what
the
them
thing
talk. Them
down.
talk say if
How you
money
go
enter,
copy
if
something where you
the
know
money
say
na for
you
business,
probably
make you open business account, make you know say na business with the way you carry the money do.
Okay.
Make you open business account, make you no use your personal account, collect money we get to do with business. So if you did just
Who go give you the money to open the business now? When business don't collapse finish now, business they are just looking, they are just grouping, looking for where to collect money. Like I told people, I said the next government will borrow more than Buhari, and it happened. Like I tell you, the next person where they come after Tinubu go borrow more than Tinubu. Now Tinubu don't block everywhere, all the print don't tax everything. I don't know what in the next person will come tax us because Nigeria is not producing anything. We are not doing anything to say 5 years, 10 years down the line, things will change. There is nothing like that. How you go take change? How you go take work? Now agriculture where we don't invest, you go get land now. Go meet bank. Bank give me money. I want to plant. Bank will tell you we don't sponsor agriculture. We don't sponsor. We need.
But the agriculture, I suppose the agriculture, I suppose get the biggest support first because in a food where everybody must buy.
They won't give you. They won't give you. What thing they go ask you to bring, self, you know, go fit bring that. They won't give you. So how government want to collect the tax? What did I go do? Go generate money, can't give them. How you want to take collect them? You have not done the needful, and you want to become a thorn in the flesh of Nigeria. People are already suffering. People are already dying, crying. People are dying of hunger now. How I wish Umaru Diko will wake up from grave. Umaru Diko said in 1983, Nigerians are not poor. Say until when you see Nigerians, they chop for dustbin. Now you go to Nigeria poor. Today, Nigerians are eating from the dustbin. As they go through away your dirty, you will be poor man. No? The thing where you don't come out say that dirty. As they go through one, you know the people when they do for the dustbin, they wait, they drag your things. As they drop and they drag and they tear and they drag. It's happening in Nigeria now. Young men, women, young men, young women, old women, mature, not insane people, not mad people, not whack people. Normal human being. They carry stick, carry bag, stand for dustbin. As they throw away, they tear your bag, they drag what's in there inside. I don't know. That is the level we don't reach. Now you want to put more burden on us. Electricity bill you cannot pay. Water rate you don't provide. You say I should come and pay you money. Now me carry my money, go buy pipe, come dig on the ground, come bring out water, put somebody waka call shame, agree you. Say the government official, make I come pay. Now me go buy my land, come build my house, come build shop, go buy goods, come put inside. You come say I should come and pay you this one, local government levy. This is all manner of levy. The business will collapse. If you pay all the whole thing, business collapse. And you want to come and tax me. What did you don't do for me? As I know get work, how did you help me? I now go carry job, carry something. No, I can't say 500,000, 1 million naira for the past 3, 4, 5 years. I can't start a business. You waka come, pay you tax. How you go work like that? But I don't get conscience.
All right, sir. So you like to react to the double standard?
Well, I go see. I go the wait. Make I see how they want to collect this tax. People now, do you know what will happen at the end of the day? People go begin to resolve to keep their money at home.
And Arabs go begin steal more.
Oh yeah, people will begin to do that. Because how you want to go put money where government will go collect, where you no reap, where you no sow. You don't help me in any way. I told you remove subsidy. You just wake up 29th of May. You never take handover note. You remove subsidy. Look at the devastating effect on our economy. Have we recovered? We have never recovered. $1 was less than 500 naira when you took over 29th of this thing. And I said, look, I had made a proposal before now. I said, look, if you fix refinery, for instance, assuming government fix refinery, for instance, refinery is working. And okay, let me leave refinery. Let me start with power, because power, as far as I'm concerned, electricity is more important than petrol, than refinery. I will tell you why. Everybody needs light. Everybody needs power. But it is not everybody that needs to buy petroleum product. It's not. You can enter a car and pay for it. The person using the car will buy. You don't need to buy. But everybody needs to pay NEPA bill. Everybody needs light. Now, you call the commissioner, the minister for power, say, look, call all of them, say, look, I want power to be available in Nigeria. Go and revive our generating power center, and they go and revive them. We now have power. If we have power at affordable, not just having power at affordable rate, the power, in fact, power should be subsidized. You subsidize power first. Subsidize it. Bring that money. Let power come down. I can buy unit of light I will use. I'm not saying it should be free. Buy it and I will be able to pay for it. Not you come and give me something that is more than my 1 year, 1 year house rent, 1 year salary. Then when that is available, you will discover that I don't need, this is my office. I don't need power to run this office anymore. I don't need power to run my house. If I live here, I go to the house, there is power, and I can pay. I am saying at affordable price. Power is in my house, power is here. For me now that I have a car, I only need power, I only need money to buy petroleum product to run my car. You will see that the demand for petroleum will reduce. Because I don't need to buy for office, I don't need to buy.
People are even buying electric cars now too. So they don't even really need fuel.
Exactly. Now, Nigeria is not available yet. I'm talking about presently now. If power was available, you will see that the demand for petroleum products will reduce. Price may even drop. If they tackle power, there is power 24 hours. My house, there is power. Office, there is power. So I only need to buy petrol for car.
All right, sir.
And the man that is doing commercial taxi, commercial bus, will buy for car. He doesn't buy for house. You see that dependence will reduce.
Yes, sir.
The car will reduce. Before you know, price will drop.
Come down.
Then, having solved that, companies will begin to run. Industries will begin to run. You see that there will be less dependency on petroleum products. Ordinarily, price will fall. They haven't tackled power. Power now, okay, Nigerians have enough power for some time. For the next 10 years, you plan it. You say, okay, look, we are going to upgrade our what they call it. I think Nigeria have is it 23,000 megawatts or whatever. So
23, 5,000 megawatts. Now we're supposed to get into passenger time. 5,000.
Okay.
You think can they reduce?
I don't know how many we don't have. That's why you see them increasing the price every day.
We don't get to reach 23,000 megawatts. Let me say we don't try now.
Okay, this government has increased power for more than. In fact, it was doing Obasanjo started it. Obasanjo increased like 7 times, but this one now I lost count. Now, assuming power is available, industries are now running. My house, I don't need to buy. I don't need to buy petrol to run it. So now, only petroleum product will now depend on cars, trucks. You will now see that it will reduce. Then you now go and build refinery. A country that has 20 million persons. Qatar, is it Qatar? 30 million, they have 11 refineries. When Nigeria had 4, they had none. Is it 1 or none? I don't know the statistics now. But today, we don't have any. And we are 200 and something million persons. How will the country survive? What magic you are going to
expanding. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let me begin to take calls. Thank you so much, sir. Phone lines are open, please, guys. WhatsApp number is 0817-029-4077. Good evening, T.Y. Danjuma. Welcome.
Good evening, precious. Good evening, our guest. Well done. You've done so well.
Please introduce yourself and where you're calling from for the purpose of the guest. You know he's a new guest, so
my name is Otumba. That's the name that Precious gave to me. TY.
You don't really accept them.
And then she added the Danjuma and the oil well. So, pleased to meet you, our guest. I'm calling from the US. I'd like to. Yes, thank you. I want to talk about our new INEC nominated chairman. I understand, say he will be meeting the Senate tomorrow, and they would, look at his CV and see whether they will approve him for the position. Even though I know, say anybody will come there, they will say bow down, bow and go. But there is a doctor, Dr. Duoye Osifison, who has queried his credentials. He's an academician in Lagos. And looking at his CV that was made public, there are certain seeming inconsistencies in the CV on the basis of which he's querying it. First of all, they say the man they born for 1967. And I want you to do this maths with me. They say he was born in 1967. Okay? Now, and they say he attended Kwara State Poly. Well, they didn't say anything about his primary and secondary school. We don't know. And they didn't give us names of the schools when he attend, and the attendance and the timelines. They didn't state it. But let us work it from 1967. Let us assume he was born in 1967. To start primary school, probably be 7 years. So add 7 years to 1967. That takes it to 1974, right? So he go second primary school. Maybe that will take him 6 years. So add 6 years to 74. I mean, add 6 years to 74. That will give you 1980, right? So, yes. So 1980. Okay. So let us say he finished his primary school 1980, and then he proceeds to secondary school, which should ordinarily take 5 years. So he would finish around 1985, the secondary school.
Yeah.
But we are told in his CV that he attended Kwara State Poly 1982 to 1984. So did he do 4 years in secondary school? We don't know. Because if he's going to finish secondary school in 1985 and then he was in Kwara Poly in 1982 to 1984, there are unanswered questions there. And they say he finished at the age of 15. But let us look at his, they say he went to University of Jos, 1984 to 1987, and he went to read law. Again, there's a lacuna there, because in the Polytechnic he was there for 2 years, so he probably had an OND. So if
OND.
Yes. So
if he did not finish OND there too.
So if he goes to University of Jos to go and read law with OND, he can't be in the university for 3 years to read law in University of Jos. So there's an issue. So we don't know what qualification he came out with Kwara Poly. Then you look at questions about his rapid rise and advancement. He was HOD of public law in 2006, between 2006 and 2008. That was before he got his PhD, which is possible. He got his PhD in 2007 from his CV. So while he probably had a master's, he was HOD public law 2006 to 2008. And then in 2008, he was the Dean of Faculty of Law. So 1 year after he had his PhD, he became Dean of Law in Unilag and Unijos, just a year after bagging his doctorate in a federal university like Jos. So there are imponderables here, because if not state university or private university or for any of these elevated primary schools or secondary schools to university, you can, but in a federal university and in Department of Law, it seems to me, and according to the doctor who was analyzing this, there's something not very clear about his credentials. So I ask you, as a lawyer, I mean, looking at that, I don't know, do you see anything that raises some eyebrow there?
All right, so TY, somebody is also responding to you on the comment section. Let me quickly highlight it. Peter Asaga says, you are very wrong, Mr. TY. It has been sorted out. He went to SBS, which is now Kwara State Polytechnic. And then he studied law for 3 days, 3 years, maybe, because he was because law was 4 years. So you're absolutely wrong, TY. That's what the person is saying to you. But
so he studied law in Kwara State Poly. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
It's Peter Saga that responded. I don't. I absolutely have no comment in this conversation. But just go ahead.
Yeah, no. From what he said, he studied law in Kwara Poly for 3 years. In the poly,
Peter, it will be fair for you to come join the conversation. Please follow the link and join the conversation so that we can have it. It would be nice if we can.
Well,
Let's let you talk, sir. Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir. Yes.
I don't have the details, but from what you said, is something that should be looked at again. But I know that before 2000, before 1994-5, it was 4 years for law. Law was 4 years. You spend only 4 years. Now it's 5 years. But because somebody just said that he went to School of Basic Studies. So if you did School of Basic Studies or went to a polytechnic and you do a course that is related to law and you have a diploma, you could be admitted in year 2. So if you're admitted in year 2, you will now spend 3 years instead of 4 years. Then, so I don't know the details. But I know Nigerians. I can tell you, saw what happened to the minister for the one that just resigned last week. The minister, Uche.
Yes, Uche Naji.
So we are waiting. Nigerians will dig out more. So let's see it unfold. If there is anything or was anything any discrepancies in his certificate, I know that they will dig out more. And as he is responding, more will come out, and before you know it, they will nail him. It's the same thing that happened to the minister that just left now. They said he was in school actually, but he did not graduate. So nobody knows how he went behind and got the certificate and all that. So let's wait and see it. But from what you say, yes, the analysis and all that is doubtful. But if you have a diploma or you have a degree, even till now, you can be admitted in year 2. Like Uniport now, they run what they call a diploma in law. It's 2 years. If you run that diploma in law in University of Port Harcourt, and when you graduate, there are certain grade you have, you could be admitted to do year 2, to start in year 2. Like River State School of Basic Studies, now Elechi Amadi Polytechnic used to run it those days. But unfortunately, when you finish it, the university does not admit, like the Uniport own. I was challenging the HOD, one of the lecturers recently. I said, can you run a program, a 2 years program, and the people graduate? You don't automatically admit them. He said, no, we don't automatically admit them. They just run it. I think some of these schools, they run these things for those who just want to be lawyer or just want to have a lawyer mentality. They run what they call a waiting jurisprudence. 2 years, they give them certificate. If I go and answer lawyer, go. Some of them will go and be saying a lawyer, just to have that lawyer mentality. They won't admit you. That's what happened. So, but again, I trust that Nigerians will bring out more of the facts so that for us to be able to appraise ourselves with what actually is actually his certificate.
Thank you. Even if he did run a law program in Kwara State Polytechnic, it's still, if you run the years when he was born and run it down, from what we have in his CV, there's still a lacuna. But okay, we're trusting that more facts will come, so that things can be interrogated. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, T.Y. Danjuma. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see who's here now. Mr. Comparable Facts. Mr. Mob, good evening and welcome.
Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? It's nice to have you on the platform. Can you hear me, Precious?
Yes, I can. We can. I'm sure we can.
So, I'm going to ask a question, but let me make a comment in reference to the conversation. We are talking about having an electric car. I don't think Nigeria is ripe for electric car, in my own opinion. There's many factors apart from lack of steady electricity, or we don't have electricity at all. Depends on where you live. So that's one thing. I mean, charging ice. Ice car is the kind of car we have right now, which has to do with engine and what we call the envy. There's many factors, that Nigeria can even, factor. For one, It's more efficiency, to charge car. A lot of people use generator, maybe half of the country, if not more than half, if not more half of the country. It's not going to be efficient. There's some environmental factor, if you want to charge it through generator, and that takes a long time. So Nigeria is not ripe in a nutshell. Nigeria is not ripe for not ripe for electric car. We are not there, not even close. Okay, maybe South Africa, they are pivoting to that area. So having said that, let me make a little bit of comment about Precious. He says something about the author of this tax reform. I mean, he worked for Tinubu. Tinubu is predicated as for taxation. I mean, he knows what Tinubu is. That's how he ruled Lagos through taxation. So that's part of his antecedent. So when this man come, he has to abide to what the president wants. So, sir, my question is that we are talking about the campaign, which is one of the major question. I'm trying to look at it and if the answer is from the northern perspective. The wave of the southern politicians, the campaign to be APC. What do you say about how the northern have reviewed? Is that going to be deepening the divide between the northern and the southern, dichotomy? How do you see it? There's already a tension between the south and the north. Who wants to rule? Of course, we know the northern mindset. They feel like the power belongs to them. Most of them are, most of the governors left, are from the north. And what's going on right now between Rufai and Rufai and what's Atiku, who wants to be a president? Atiku wants to be a president. So they want the power to shift to the north. From what I'm looking at right now. So what do you think is the dichotomy between the north and south? Because everybody in the APC are aligning themselves with Tinubu, with our president, because he's a southern president. They want the power to remain in the south, which I completely agree, because the power does not belong to the north. So that's why I said instead of Atiku, I'm not a Tinubu supporter. Instead of Atiku, let Tinubu remain there, but in a more broader context, what do you think that may come out of what we are witnessing right now between the north and south?
Yeah, you made a very vital point that some section of this country feel that power belongs to them. I have said the same thing. If you are removing, because they say this time it is the turn of the south, it's actually the turn of the south, and he has just done one tenure, and you are saying that you want to remove him. Is it because he's not performing? If he's not, I am actually an advocate of let the best person be president, irrespective of where you come from. Let the best person be president. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen in Nigeria. Before now, we have had a party candidate, party politics. In fact, there is you will get the ticket, you are automatically the president before now. Once you get a ticket of, let me say, before Jonathan, once you get PDP ticket, you are sure that you are going to win that election, which is wrong as far as I'm concerned. Because that was how they gave us dons. They gave us people without certificate, the Toronto. They gave us the Patricia Ete, if you remember. People that doesn't know their left and right. People can be in detention and win an election because of this party issue. But we are beginning to evolve to individuals, where for the first time we became as an individual in an unknown party and shook the place, shook the table. You saw it happen. So I am going to be seeing it happen again. Then having said that, which is the normal thing, now they said, okay, the South have it. Tinubu has not completed. The Fulani just finished 8 years. So Tinubu is South. I don't even want to use the word South. I want to say Southwest. What about the Southeast? The South we have had one tenure yet. What about the Southeast? When it comes to politics, they tell you South and North. South and North. I don't believe in that. I believe that South, in Nigeria, we are 6 geopolitical zones. Other zones, that have not been there. What you want to do, you say, for instance, the Southwest had Obasanjo. Southwest is still having Tinubu now. South, we just had one tenure. What about the Southeast? Can somebody come from there to become president of Nigeria? For fairness. So the dichotomy, like you said, the North and South dichotomy, I'm trying to break North and South dichotomy down. I don't believe in it when it comes to this South and North. The Southwest had The South-South, the Southwest had before, the South-South just had, the North have had twice. So what about the Southeast, for instance? Are they not Nigerians? No, they are Nigerians too. So if you are saying you want to remove Tinubu that is not performing, good. Who are you bringing? Good. Who are you bringing? Like you said, is it Atiku? Did not have had their own. Who are you bringing? So that is the big question. Otherwise, you allow the South to complete their tenure. If you insist on South and North dichotomy, which I say I don't believe in, everybody should be given opportunity to run. Everybody. Let's begin to destroy party politics. That if this party, once you are in this party, you have won. Obi showed something different. Wike also did something different in 2023 when he said PDP vote here, president vote here, governor vote here, president vote here. For the first time, Obi too came and everywhere shook. I am going to be expecting more. Yes, the northern governors are not defecting. I've also seen it. I've seen their body language. You know, when it comes to politics, the North, they are united more than we do. They are united more than the South-South, united more than the Southwest, united more than the Southeast. They are very united when it comes to that. That is what is playing out right now. But I can tell you that a lot will happen with the eye-opener in 2023. 2027 will be a different ball game. It's not going to be business as usual. A lot will happen. Like I said, there will be a lot of defection going forward. I don't even know where everybody that is where it is now. I don't think that is where the person will stay. The governors, the senators, everything. I don't believe they will stay there until election by next year. They're already proposing 6 months before the swearing in. That means the election will be conducted sometime October, November next year to be able to exhaust the 6 months so that
I was actually going to ask you a question in that direction. What do you think about it? Because the ADC now don't they protest. They talk say, you know what's in that one mean? So that it will be in a case where it be say if a sitting president or governor is voted out, the person gets 6 whole months to undo anything where it say you don't do, or to do any abracadabra before a successful person will take over from and take.
I think
is that fair? I'm waiting people they talk.
No. Some people are misinterpreting it. It's misinterpreted. You have the merit and demerit. What they are saying is that, which is what I have been talking over the years. Let election be conducted. Let the incumbent remain in office. The incumbent will be there while election petitions are going on. So before he's sworn in, immediately he's sworn in, he's no longer going to be bothering himself with election petition, going to court, doing out there and all that. He now faces governance. He now knows that.
But in this particular case, the incumbent is also part of the person who is contesting. That means people still carry state money to also pursue in litigations in court.
Yeah,
that's what people are saying.
That's the disadvantage of it. But constitutionally, it's okay to say that, okay, you have won. In 6 months, the presidential election should be able to get to Supreme Court. I was thinking whether you are going to talk about the timeline. We can go 6 months from the tribunal to Supreme Court for the presidency, governor to Court of Appeal, House of Assembly to local government to High Court. We are also saying that all of them should be conducted. This is part of the electoral reform that will bring or engender change that will make our election to be a little bit credible. But like I answered you before, it's difficult to have a free, fair election in Nigeria, including that of Abiola. It's not completely free, fair election in Nigeria. We have never had anyone. Right from the time we conducted the first election in Nigeria, the first election in Nigeria was conducted on the 23rd of September 1923. That was when we conducted the first election in Nigeria. The first election in Nigeria was conducted 23rd of September 1923, and it wasn't free and fair. It wasn't free and fair. That is the foundation that we had. So the North and South thing, like you said, the North says they want to take power. Why would you want to take power? These people, are they not Nigerians? Yes, Tinubu is not doing well, no doubt about it. If we do free and fair, okay, independent candidate, even if he's a northern, I don't care. Take over. What do you have to give to us? We need a change. We need improvement. I have spoken about how to arrange power for power to be available. Power, you don't need so much. We have the wind, we have the oil, that's the gas, we have water, we have name it, everything that will give you power, we have it. Wind, we have it. In the north, we have everything, we can generate power. But we are not doing anything. It's unfortunate. Nothing is working. Even things that we are working before, they are no longer working. So fix power, fix our refinery. You see things because, like I told you, I am not seeing any change. I'm not seeing any hope. I'm not seeing any miracle. Even the next president will also tax us more, because when you look inside the treasury, there is no money. Nigeria does not do anything to bring in money apart from selling crude oil. Even the crude oil, we cannot even refine. All the byproducts, we throw them away. The people that refine for us take everything. There are byproducts from crude oil that will even give us more money. But none. We just carry the crude oil, go there. Once we refine, they give us petroleum. They take the rest. There are over 1,000 byproducts from petroleum, from crude oil. But we don't get them because we don't refine here. So when you do these things, is the person coming, will he be able to fix these things for us? What about housing? I talked about housing. I said, look, government can have a project of 10 years. It must not finish with this government or operation. Every civil servant, every policeman, every army man, every navy man, all the service personnel, they must be in barracks. When I was small, younger in Nigeria, we don't live with army people. You don't, body camp, we had body camp in Port Harcourt. No civilian lives there. It's only for military people. No civilian lives there. All the civil servants had quarters. Senior civil servant quarters, the railway quarters, MPA quarters, Nigeria Airways quarters. They have quarters. All these men are quartered because they are working for government. If you quarter those people, the housing accommodation, the housing, struggling for housing will now remain for those of us in private sector. If you house a policeman, for instance, house a policeman, you pay his electricity bill, you pay his water bill, you pay his house rent. He has a police children's school where his children are going. Government pays for the teaching and deducts from his salary. Everything is paid for him. He does not, the only money he spends from his salary is feeding for his family. The school is taking care, the accommodation is taking care, water is taking care, electricity is taking care. Government pays for all these things because he's working for government. You will see, you cannot tell the policeman not to be corrupt, but you cannot tell a public servant or a policeman not to be corrupt when his salary is telling him to be corrupt. You cannot tell him not to be corrupt when his salary is telling him, come on, be corrupt, come on, be corrupt. That is why the government looks the other way. When you talk about corruption in civil service, corruption by the police, they are on the road now. It is even becoming so worse, extremely worse. On the road, they give change. You see inspector.
But our president told us in Brazil that corruption is no more, and the wife also told us in the north. You don't hear him, sir. You been hear him, sir.
ASP that is, do you know what is ASP? ASP is a gazetted man. His name is in the gazette. ASP. Which Nigeria? How many Nigerians got to ASP before independence? Which Nigeria was ASP? Do you know what ASP is? They stand on the road. Even DSP, three stars, be collecting money and be giving change. Because, and can you stop him? IG passes there, commissioner passes there, DPO passes there. They can't stop him because they know that the man's salary is telling him to be corrupt. So how can you stop him? It's a big challenge, and nothing is being done. You post a policeman from Sokoto to Port Harcourt. They sleep in police headquarters on the ground. Not for a man on transfer, not on special duty. He will not be there for 1 year, 2 years. He will, on his own, he will not enter the street, begin to tax people, begin to catch people, begin to do all manner of illegal things to be able to go and pay for house rent. How can that kind of country work? They are not planning for the country to work. It's not working, and they are not planning for it to work. That is what I keep on saying. There is no hope. Nothing will change. It will get worse. It will get worse. Our power stations, are they planning to revamp them, repair them? The refinery, are they doing anything? Nothing. Agriculture, are they investing in agriculture? Have you seen where government have taken massive land, 100 hectares, 200 hectares, 1,000 hectares, and now begin to plant? Okay, get people, employ them there. You carry that money and give to minister in charge of that place, they will chop the whole money. You can't see that, you can't harvest anything from that place. You will say, this is my own national cake. It's a very serious issue. Very, very serious issue. The next government will tax.
Thank you, sir.
With tax more. But my problem is that this tax scheme, how are they going to get it? What have they not increased? Everything in Nigeria has been increased. Nothing. Just tell me the area they have not increased. Is it call? Is it text message? Is it data, electricity? Check everywhere, everywhere. Now you want to go after individuals doing their private business. It go hard, oh. It go hard well. Oh. I don't know how they want to do that one. Oh. It go hard. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, one more point. I think I share your philosophy about the sharing about Nigerian presidential, the way they're sharing of the power or whatever. I'm not one of those who believe in that, but this is the situation where we find ourselves. I believe in competence. Should have been, whomever is more competent should be the leader. But Nigeria is deeply divided. Often framed from the lens of ethnic and religious. So that's the problem we have. I don't know if when we get to the level whereby the competency will override this, division we have. But anyway, thank you. Pleasure for answering my question. I appreciate it. All right, Precious.
Thank you, Mr. Bo. Thank you. Let me take one more call so that I can release all that to go. I know it's really late. Let me. Good evening and welcome, sir. If you're just joining us, please, for the purpose of our new guest, kindly introduce yourself where you're calling from. Good evening, Mr. Edwin, and welcome.
Yes, so Precious. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome, sir.
I greet you, sir. Our guest. My name is Edwin. I'm calling from London. Yeah, I've been listening to your submissions, all that you've said. There aren't anything to add because you've vividly given account of what is happening in Nigeria or what obtains there. From the judicial, the legislative, and the presidential prism, you highlighted all the shortcomings in our country. Man is said to be a product of his environment. I have oftentimes, said that not until we revisit that our constitution, the one bestowed on us by General Abdulsalami Abubakar in 1999, that very skewed constitution, not until it is revisited. In fact, I pinned my submission on that aspect on my Facebook wall. It's pinned there. If you go in there, that is what is there. If you open my Facebook page, that is what you will see first. I wrote there that not until we revisit this skewed constitution, nothing will ever work in Nigeria. Because whatever obtains, we said to be operating democracy or whatever it is. Like I have often told the Precious that we are not practicing democracy in the first place. That's not what obtains. That's not what we have on ground. It is not democracy. But not until we go back to that constitution, practice every aspect, every word or letter of that constitution, we won't go anywhere in Nigeria. But unfortunately, when Obasanjo came on board in 1999, we had thought that his experience as being a one-time military head of state, and then the experience he had when he escaped death by the whiskers and everything, and we thought by his experience he will come and make sure democracy is practiced and practiced to the core at all levels across board. But when he came, he made attempt, but because of his quest for third term, the legislature then threw away the baby and the bathwater. Everything went with it. There were some good recommendations in that conference which he had. You know, when this man was the president of the Senate, I forgot his name now, that man from Enugu State, Nnamani, when he was president. Yeah, there were some good aspects of that review. But because he wanted the third term, you know, the Northerners just seized on it and threw away everything. Like what I said earlier, the baby and the bathwater. And since then, every successive attempt or every successive government, you know, apart from President Jonathan, who really embodied Nigerians, he made sure we really, he tried to make sure democracy was practiced in its free essence, in the free word of it. But then, people whom you thought would have been able to force him initially, you know, towards the tail end of that 4 years, because 4 years, as far as I'm concerned, was enough for Jonathan to have effected so many changes to the constitution, at least. But being the president, like what you said earlier, Nigerian president is the most powerful on earth. But then Jonathan, in a very funny way, tried to appease the Northerners by kowtowing to some certain demands, building emergency schools, instead of him to have basically concentrated on restructuring. You know, if Jonathan had concentrated on that constitution, like making the Independent National Electoral Commission truly independent, and then the other two arms of government, making them to be truly independent, them getting funding, first line charge, like the legislature, the judiciary. If these two arms were to have been truly independent, if Jonathan had implemented those ones, I tell you, Nigeria and Nigerians will be better for it. But unfortunately, he didn't do it. Instead, he wanted another 4 years. In fact, I'm from Niger Delta. He is from Niger Delta. What did he do? What was his contribution to Niger Delta? I did not see anything. Jonathan did nothing in Niger Delta. Even the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, the Ministry of Niger Delta, created by his predecessor, Yaradua, Jonathan did nothing to financially encourage them to carry out development in the Niger Delta. You know, we bore the brunt of the democracy and everything, financial brunt of Nigeria. We carry the burden, but nothing to do for it. Instead, he threw away all those opportunities. So if he had done those ones, at least to a large extent, that would have been his major contributions toward the development of democracy in Nigeria. If he had done that, I'm sure the Supreme Court would not have given the judgment they gave concerning legislators who defected to where everybody saw them. Concerning other judgments, if the judiciary had been independent, they wouldn't be giving those judgments. You know, Wike will not have been at a go, like what I've always said, and Precious will always say, oh, you are always repeating this one. Wike started that practice of building homes, judges, giving them cars and this thing. When ordinarily, if they have been on first line funding charges, they would do this on their own. They had their own prerequisites. They knew what they needed. But then we kept doing this, bribing them, and today judiciary have been captured. The legislators, they can't even voice anything. They can't say anything because they are at the call and begs of the governors. So if you look at it, the presidency has captured everything. The governors, the same thing. So where do we go from here? We're not practicing democracy, and we go nowhere with what is happening. Until, from what I'm seeing, if Tinubu continues in this autocratic nature that he is trying to pin down on Nigeria and Nigerians, a revolution will happen. It will take place. But where it will start from, how it's going to start, where it will commence, I don't know. But I don't see it going down well as time progresses. We still have a year more to the 2027 elections. But if this current spate of defections and all that is happening in Nigeria turns Nigeria to a one-party state, then that will be the fall of our democracy. How it will come about, I don't know. But I'm beginning to sense that something is going to give if the current trend continues. And that is my fear.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ennis.
Yeah.
Let me let you
Thank you. Bye. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Edwin.
Yeah, bye.
Let me let you respond to him and then your participation. I'll let you go, sir. I know say you don't over try, sir. I will not pay you this half day salary. Why don't take your half day like this? No vex. Thank you so much. So make I let you react to most of the callers, then I'll let you go. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said make I let you react to the caller, then you give me your parting shots so that I will release you, sir.
But I thought another caller is coming.
There is, but let's just let them rest because you have to go. So I have to release you.
Me and him,
I can barely hear you, sir.
yeah, I think he agrees with me, and I agree with what you have just said, particularly about Jonathan. We advised Jonathan for a lot of things, and Jonathan did not take it. He didn't do anything for Niger Delta. He was concentrating in the first tenor, thinking that let him finish with them, then he will now come and do for the Niger Delta. But they refused. He didn't complete his tenor, and that is exactly what they want to do with Tinubu again now, to shut out Tinubu again. But all their own tenor they have completed. There was none of their tenor they did not complete. And it is very, very.
But they'll tell you say they just before full tenor. The 20 the that tenor was incomplete because of the health. So now only Buhari now don't ever do complete tenor.
Buhari completed it now. Buhari completed. So now Tinubu, Tinubu has not completed the tenor. I'm not saying Tinubu is doing well, though. I'm not saying so.
Your output is very bad, sir. Your audio is very bad. I don't know what you do.
Everything Tinubu is suffering is an accumulated problem that Tinubu met. And even he himself right now, Tinubu is not doing anything for the person that will come after him, either 2027 or 2031. Tinubu is not, there's nothing, the government is not doing anything. Nothing is working. I'll give you another instance. When they launched, they will tell you what Obasanjo did for Nigeria. They will tell you GSM. Is it not true? This phone that we are using,
yes.
They tell you Obasanjo brought it. Let me tell you that it is not true. GSM is working because it is wireless. If you connect wire to it, GSM will no longer work again. Nigerians will cut the wire. It's because it's wireless. Apart from that, when the GSM was launched in 2001, if you remember, there was 0802. 0802 was Econet. Now, Airtel. 0803 was MTN. No be so?
Yes, sir.
0805 and was a Glow. There was a
Glow, yes.
0804. What was launched was 0802, 0803, 0804, and 0805. What
0804 was Nitel.
Nitel, where is it? The government owned, where is it? Died, dead. Now you can see that nothing is working in Nigeria. 0804 was Nitel. I had that line. 0804 was Nitel. Where is it? They killed it. It didn't work. Why? In abroad, in Germany, in America, in Britain, in Europe, government things work better. Government schools work better. Where is where are our public schools? Dead, gone, all gone. Especially primary and secondary. Today now, it is now. When I was younger, when I was small in the 80s in secondary school, it was a shameful thing to go to private school. I went to private school. I had to tell my father, I won't go there again. I ran away, came back and enrolled in public school. They were laughing at me when we come back from school. Say, which school they go? The private school, they're going to laugh you. If you are not going to public schools, the King's colleges, the Queen's colleges, in Port Harcourt, yeah, we have the Enitona Grammar, Enitona High School,
High School,
and all that. You're not
the Stella Maris of this world.
Then the federal government colleges then. Those are the But now you can't go there anymore. Why? So nothing is working. Where is 0804? Nigerians have forgotten. So if you think the GSM is working because Obasanjo brought it, why didn't 0804 work? Government owned, Nitel. Instead, they sack all the staff, throw away the line 0804, make sure it didn't work. Private ones are working. 0802 is private owned, 0803 private owned, 0805 private owned, and is working. Why? That is to tell you the country we are in. and it's that same country that wants to come and tax us. Now, I haven't built my business, built my career. You now come from somewhere, gold digger, to come and collect money. How will it work? The last time I checked, they wanted to tax churches. My church, Foundation Faith Church, and some other churches was the church that went to court to stop it. We went to research abroad and all other places. They say, oh, the government is taxing churches and mosques to pay this, to pay that. We now went to check. Over there, government give them money. Government give churches money. If you are working, let me tell you, particularly in Europe, if you are working in a company, as you are working, you will declare your religious affiliation. When you declare your religious affiliation, they will collect the religious, apart from your tax, they will collect your religious tax, or you call it tithe. They will send it straight to the church. At the end of the month, your salary is, that is why when you go to church in Europe, you don't see people contributing money. But you are wondering, how are they making money? The people there, those members that declare that, some don't even come to the church after they declare this is my church. Government collect the tax and give to the church. So they will now come and monitor the pastor. This money will help you to collect. You cannot embezzle it. So the pastors cannot touch it. So government now tax them and make sure the pastor gives account. You see how it works over there? Nigeria, you now come. After I sweat 40 days fasting and convince people, they now come and they now contribute money, pay tithe, pay offering. You now say I should come and give you tax. Is it good? It's not justified. It's stealing. It's a thief. You want to be a thief. You want to come and steal from me. So that one, they couldn't do it. They stopped. Now they are coming other way again. Oh, individual tax, this one, that one, this one, that one. How is it going to be working when you have not made a contribution? A son you did not train. You left your son. You say, oh, he's a prodigal, he's a useless boy, he's a prodigal son. You didn't put your money, and the boy grows and becomes something. And you expect that boy to give you. Except as a Christian, the Bible says, do not forsake your mother and their father. Do not disrespect them. I will still give that father. But again, the Bible says, I will heap this cold fire that will heap on that father's head. You can't curse me and it will work. Because the Bible says, cause that is causeless will not stand. But the Bible says, if you refuse to obey your father and mother and disrespect them, they can curse you. But at that point, you cannot curse that son. Because you as a father, you have not respected yourself. You did not do your own duty. So until government does their duty, tasking in Africa will be very, very difficult. Tax collection in Africa will be very, very difficult. In Africa, in Nigeria, will be very, very difficult. How are you going? We don't even have a registered system, a system that will be able to checkmate this thing and collect it. How will you collect money from private individual? They said, from what I'm hearing, my mother that is in the village doing farm work, she will collect her farm produce, that you did not give her fertilizer, you did not give her input, you did not give her anything. The woman go and sell and come and keep it. If money now enters the woman account, you go and collect tax. How bad, Tinubu? How bad, government? Is it possible? Is it good? Thank you very, very much. Hello? Hello? Hello, Precious? Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were off.
I don't know if you can still hear me. Sure. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you now. I
Thank God.
can hear you.
Yeah, thank God. So sorry. So sorry. The network has been really, really crazy. This is Nigeria. Unfortunately, good evening and welcome, my brother. Good evening and welcome. Good evening. Just kindly just hurry up because I'm glad almost finishing court. Yes. Waiting be your name. Where you dey come from?